this point, he is probably crested like to 200 feet in the air.
Okay. And how far away?
I think he's around like 300 feet away.
So
Let me measure. Because he's off the screen. I know he's off the screen.
So 300 away and 200 feet up.
So say from like here. Yeah, he's like 320 feet. He was like only like 100, I think, off the screen.
All right. So Cinder is going to activate one of his synth abilities, which is the ability, basically just infusing his attacks with ice. And he is going to go ahead, if I recall correctly, I have his wings up right now currently, correct?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. I'm going to use the movement to go over to that building to give myself some space between me and the goodness. I can't remember its name. Anyone gonna help me at all?
I don't know what you're talking about. The Trask?
Trask, thank you. Sorry. My brain was having a large, massive flatulence moment.
Nice.
Anyways, so he's gonna activate that ability, and then he's gonna pop some shots towards the Trask. So, let me go ahead and pull up his sheet.
Please.
He's going to use his sword rifle gun, and it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops! I accidentally did that with advantage or disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Whoops.
Okay. Well, that looks like a 24, 23, and a nat 1.
Yep. So does the 24 and 23 hit?
Oh, I don't think so.
Really?
I'm pretty sure this thing he's got 25. So he flies off, lands on top of a building, lifts the rifle to his eye, and 2 shots, and they just bounce harmlessly off of the chitinous shell of the Trask.
Okay.
And on the last one, the bullet jams.
Shit.
Does this jams like normal though? I don't think.
It's not quite the same, but the bullet does jam.
Yeah.
So you just have to spend an action to dislodge it.
An action or a bonus action?
Unless he's got some sort of gunslinger feat that lets him unjam a gun with a bonus action, I think it's an action. I would go look through gunslinger.
I'm gonna look at that right now.
Oh, look for after, because you're gonna be next.
I know. But if it's a bonus action, then
that's true. I guess if it's bonus.
Yeah. You learn how to quickly attempt to fix a jammed gun. You can spend a grit point to attempt to repair a misfired but not broken firearm as a bonus action.
Can you use a grit point to re-roll an attack?
I think it depends on what trick shots he has.
Grit. You gain number of grit points equal to your wisdom modifier. You regain 1 expended grit point each time you roll d20. Or roll a 20 on the d20 for an attack with a firearm. Let's see. Okay, he has 2 trick shots of the choice, but that's something that I didn't see earlier. Let me see if I could see any on here that line up.
One gives you advantage. I think it's called Dead Shot.
Let me check his features really quick.
Let's see. What is his subclass called again? It's just D&D.
It's just Gunslinger, yeah.
Gunslinger.
Sorry, Micah.
That's one thing I like about Pathfinder is Gunslinger is its own class, which makes sense because there's a lot of different kinds of gunslinging you could do.
Than just regular fighting.
Yeah. Okay, so disarming shot's one of them, and then violent shot, and then winging shot. Let's see.
Winging shot disarms.
When you make a firearm attack against a creature, you can spend 1 or more grit points to enhance the volatility of attack. For each grit point expended, the attack gains a +2 to the firearm's misfire score. If the attack hits, you can roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grit point spent when determining the damage. So does that mean I...
There's more of everything.
That's not a reroll. That's just more damage if you hit.
Okay.
None of those reroll the attack. So I would just look over those when it's not your turn to figure out what he's going to do next. But none of those will change the outcome of the attack.
But the rapid
So
is
he
there.
doesn't-
I can't
Does he
use
not
grit point
have?
right now
So
to...
does he not have? He doesn't
Yeah,
have.
so
Dead
you can
Eyes?
you can spend that grit point to
Which I'll do.
palm smack the gun and with enough force to just dislodge the bullet as he pulls the lever back and it flies out.
And that's what I'll do. So that'll be one of my grit points. There we go.
Sick. Okay, anything else you would like to do?
That will be it for my turn, because that's my action, bonus action, and movement.
Sick. All right, Saran, you have just felled the rock,
Okay.
and I believe the thing has already plummeted to the ground, or had he caught it?
I don't think I caught it. It's just I defeated the...
You defeated it. He dropped the barrier backpack.
The barrier's down at this point, so...
Yes, yeah. But the backpack that carries the crystal has fallen to the ground, I believe. And is now among the streets. What do you do?
How far away am I right now currently? Because I think I'm like more than a turn away.
You are quite a ways away. It was something ridiculous.
It's like 500 feet, maybe. More than that, maybe. It took a bit to get to the rock.
Yeah, it's like 500, almost 600. 560, I think.
Okay, so it's going to take a whole action to cover most of that distance. I'm going to try to curb stomp the crystal, so I'm going to go down to the ground and curb stomp it.
Okay, because
like-
it has fallen down into the city streets, and you were a ways up, I want you to give me a perception check to find it.
Let's send her 1 second. Pull up Saran. How's
Cool.
it going?
Yeah, you can see it reflecting the light of the sun down on the street, and you're going to dive down and attempt to attack it.
Yeah, just utilize strength to try to crush the crystal.
Cool. Give me a strength check.
Okay.
You're just doing with this with your paw.
Yeah, I just need to pull up Young Blue Dragon because I have saves pulled up, but not checks. It's just a.
I will say
actually, it's an adult Blue Dragon with the stats that I have. Never mind. Because the increase the in the stats.
Oh yeah, increased partial parts of your things to
Yeah.
adult level. Yeah.
Can't spell adult. Adult Blue Dragon. All right. It's a +7 to my strength, so. That's a 14.
Okay. What are you doing? Are you just like pushing your paw on it and like pressing on it, or are you like stomping, like bringing it up and bringing it down?
Doing the just kind of like lifting up my body and just trying to use my whole body to just try to crush it.
So as you hit it, you break the backpack as that is broken into splinters, but the crystal remains unharmed. It's kind of like trying to like break a rock with like a soft-soled shoe. Like it's just pressing into your dragon hands or dragon paws instead of like smashing against it, and you just don't get the right angle on it. I'll say that would have taken an attack, so you can try as many times as you have attacks.
Okay, that's 3. So I'm gonna try again,
Cool, go for it.
and then again. Goodness.
It's really your pads on the bottom of your feet are just not strong enough to smash against the resilience of this crystal. I mean, it survived a plummet to the ground as well, so it is quite a strong thing, but it doesn't seem like it's, stomping out on it with your feet alone is cutting it.
Everyone's dying over here. Saran gonna break this crystal.
Dude, it's
I
like
know-
a dog. It's like a dog when they found like a bug and they're like stamping their front paws on it.
Like on a stink bug, and then it doesn't actually do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just like.
I know somebody who could probably break it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Saran's gonna give up, and she's gonna use the remainder of her movement. So her bonus action plus, the let's see, because she used about, how much movement did I use to get down to here? Like about 100 feet of movement.
Sure, let's go with that. Yeah,
Okay,
I don't remember
so
exactly how high the rock was up, but we'll
100
go
feet
with
of
that.
movement plus actions. That's going to be 260 taken out of potential movements. That's 220 movement that I can then use for my turn with static surge. So I'll go ahead and use an expended charge for that.
Cool, and you just head back to the group.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give up and just start heading back to the group. So that's gonna
Okay.
put me at
Using
about
340. I
Yeah.
believe 340 feet.
that'll put me at 340 feet. So I'll just go ahead and put that down here.
Cool. Sounds good. End of your turn. The Trask, has he used all of his legendary actions yet?
I can't remember. There was one time where you used them all like really early on. I don't know if that was his last.
I don't
turn
believe
or
I have
not.
used all of them yet, but to be fair, I'll just give him one because I am unsure. So he'll have one legendary action he has.
Because I'm trying to think.
Lordak is currently on his head.
Yeah.
He doesn't like that. He's going to attempt to shake Lordak off with his action. So he's going to make what is in essence a shove attack.
Austin,
Yes, Lena?
what's the initiative order?
If you click on the 3 lines with a sword on them on the left gray bar, it should show you the turn order.
I don't see it.
It's above the dice image, like on the left where you have the clicker, the drawing tool, the measuring tool. It's like on the bottom 2. It's in the top left hand of the screen.
Oh, I found it. Okay, thanks. Sorry.
Yep. Christian, I need you to make a athletics check contested by the athletics check of the Trask.
Oh dear. You got this. Oh,
That's pretty good.
that's pretty good.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh!
Nice.
So it shakes its head like a dog trying to dry itself off, and you dig your hands into its horns, piercing through the fibers of it and holding tight as you are not stirred. That'll be its legendary action. Now it's its turn. On its turn, it realizes, all right, you're not going to come off quite that easy. Its tail does have quite a bit of reach, so it is going to smack the top of its head with its tail with you on it.
Oh, stop hitting yourself.
And because it can't see you, it will roll with disadvantage.
Cartoon character.
I rolled the same thing. I rolled 19 twice, so that's unfortunate. Plus its attack modifier for its tail, which is 19, so I'm not going to bother with that. It's like close to 40. So it hits
19
48.
modifier.
plus 19 modifier to hit, and then I roll a 19 twice on the disadvantage.
Plus
So what you're saying is you need to roll nat 1 to miss.
Essentially, yes.
That sucks.
Unless you have real high AC. It's a Titan for a reason.
Good thing this isn't Pathfinder. Otherwise, you'd be
Okay.
trading us nonstop.
10, 15, 16. Plus 10. 26 damage. And I'm going to need you to make a strength saving throw, Christian.
Unless he's down.
I believe he has
Oh,
30.
Yeah, so he's at 4 HP.
Ooh.
Now, let's see that strength save.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Okay. You are able to resist being knocked prone as its tail comes down and smashes into you. And you are smashed against its head. But it is going to take half of that damage because it is hitting itself in the head.
Stop
So
hitting
it's
yourself.
going to take 13 damage.
I don't think it would take the full damage, but you know.
Yep, it's only going to take half of what Lordak took.
I guess
So
Lordak cushioned it a little bit.
Yes, yeah, essentially. Also, Christian, I know we didn't actually end up creating your trump card, but if you still want to use it, I will just roll improv on that stuff. So it's still on the table because we have an idea of what it is anyway. With that one tail attack,
Let the man
it
do
has-
his thing. Let the man do his thing.
Wrong trump card. That was the other trump card.
I know. No, I'm just saying, let the man do his thing.
I might get you.
You can knock Jin down. It's okay.
Okay, it used its tail attack, but it has a horn and 2 claws and a bite attack. It's gonna bite Jin.
Yeah, that's fine.
That is a 26 to hit.
The hits. I know this isn't going to do anything. I'll just use the rebarbs because why not?
There's always a chance.
I'm gonna give it that advantage to Lordak. I see on his head.
Okay, you see the Trask bowing down, mouth open. Your eyes flash with magic as its eyes flash too, as it kind of shakes its head as it does, but its mouth is too big to miss, and it scoops you right up.
Yeah.
So
Give it,
that
I
is
just
going,
my parting words is give him hell, Lordak.
as it chomps you in half.
So I'm not going to be attacking this next turn, but okay.
Ooh, okay. High and low rolls. So that is 23, 24, 29.
Ooh, come on.
39 damage.
Ah, he's down.
Yeah, I'm down.
There goes
As
the healer.
it bites the top half of your body, its teeth piercing through your abdomen, puncturing your stomach, and it lifts up, opens its mouth, and throws you into the back of its throat. You are not quite swallowed yet, but you are in its mouth. And then now it's going to, with you out of the way, push forward. So it's going to... How much movement does the sucker have? Yeah, just go as slow as possible.
Kind of click back there a bit.
It goes right on top of Click Clack, and it is going to levy a claw attack against you.
Okay.
That's a 26 to hit.
I do think that hits Click Clack. Just making sure.
I don't think you have
But,
anything to give you more.
You have
Um,
shield?
I don't
Clack.
think his AC isn't high enough. I think that he could even have it beat that.
I don't think artificers get shield.
Oh, okay.
That's lame.
Really?
That one,
Second.
that makes like the most sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense that they don't get it.
The only two artificers that do get it is the artillerist, which doesn't make sense because they're a long range fighter, and the battlesmith, which does make sense except they don't use a lot of spells. They're up front and heavy with their battle companion.
Which makes it make sense because shield is a reaction spell.
Okay, with that claw
Yeah.
attack,
So that does hit.
that is going to do a... Whoa. Gosh, these stupid dice. It fell to the floor. Why? Really? It actually disappeared. Okay, find another
Not
one.
bad. It disappeared. You can't use it. Ah. Right?
I have plenty. 20 on the die plus 10. That's 30 damage.
Okay. It's a decent.
You can
Chunk.
take you take a couple hits.
And it's going to hit you
Yeah.
with the second one. That's a nat 20.
Oh,
That's
shoot.
good.
Oh.
So the one claw attack comes sweeping down. It hits you. You're quite strong, though. You hold your ground. As it
Composed
impacts you,
disadvantage?
it crushes your arm, pulls its arm back. And as you're focused on watching its other claw, the other one comes behind you unnoticed, claws forward as they dig into your back. That is going to be 68 points of damage. As the claw pierces straight through your body, lifts you up a little bit, and then drops you and pulls back.
117 is 8. And then you said 60?
68.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Boston.
Okay, and now it's got its horn attack. And with that horn attack, it's plowing through everything in front of it. So it's going to horn attack you. That is higher than 26. It's 13 on the die plus 19. So the horn, I believe, does the least amount of damage. Nope, that's not true.
I believe it's the tail.
Yeah, I think the tail is the weakest one.
You should be able to survive.
Yeah, unless this thing crits. Oh, it actually didn't crit. That's right. I already rolled the hit.
Yeah.
In case I roll like crazy damage, but even then you might still be fine. No, that's pretty. That's pretty good.
That's not good.
41 points of damage
Oh my gosh.
as it lowers its head and rams the horns forward, the tip of it piercing into your breastplate and pushing you back a
139
little bit.
damage. Right? That's 139 damage you just took there?
Yep.
And that will end its turn. Kruvar.
Okay. I don't think there's much that I can do.
Any damage.
Yeah, you.
What the heck?
Goodness.
Whoa,
What's
okay.
that?
It's glitching out.
It's a Felina burp. I don't know why it glitched out like that, though. Too powerful for Discord to handle.
Yeah.
Balthazar. Come here.
Just wait here.
Yeah, I'm here.
I think he's contemplating.
He's
So
contemplating.
I'm just trying to figure out what to do because there's not much that I can do.
Oh, where is the rock? I need to
think-
delete that thing.
Right, now we just need to stall the best we can.
The what?
Stall.
I'm over there. Well, the thing is, most of the spells that I can use are gonna bounce back or can bounce back.
I think. What was it that made it bounce back before?
It's
I
armor,
think that's- yeah,
but I rolled a. If you attack it with a direct spell, like a ranged attack spell or a line attack spell, there's a chance it reflects back.
Do you have an AoE?
not
Yeah, something like a
really.
fireball or a sphere type.
I don't think
Most
that
of
thing
them
will.
are line or attack or like spell attack. I can try banishment again, but I saw Jin being eaten.
Banish him and throw it back to Earth, which would until
It's not our problem at
How
that
do you,
point.
how do you rule that, boss? And is because it like I don't know how that works.
Okay,
Go
I
back
guess
to
I'm
wood.
gonna try. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I can try.
Thing
even
is,
if
it still has legendary resistances. It's only used one so far. It's got 2 left. If you can burn them both, then there is a chance
That
of
is
banishment
true.
working.
That's true.
But you
Okay,
have to burn through the 2.
I'm gonna use banishment then.
You're just trying to
Okay.
get this thing out of here, and if you can somehow magically
Okay,
get
it's
it
gonna
to
roll
disappear.
Is it wisdom or charisma?
Charisma.
It's a charisma one.
Okay, I rolled super low. That is a 12, so it is going to legendary resistance. It only has 1
Yeah.
left now.
Nice. Okay.
Right.
Do you have? Oh no, if you did quicken spell, it would have to be a cantrip. Never mind.
And it's gonna bounce back, and there's a chance it bounces back, and I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, he's already super low.
So I'm just gonna end my turn there.
Okay. The big bird.
Oh dear.
It is gonna fly dashing, and it's gonna move 200 feet. It's gonna move majority of that upward, and it's gonna start coming back this way. So essentially, it has turned around. Where's the thingy on it? Where's the twisty bit? Oh, there it is.
Hey, Josue, didn't you say that Igneous is prep casting a spell?
Yeah, I had prepared disintegrate, but disintegrate has a range of 60 feet.
And
The one-
it is kind of coming at from the top. Oh my gosh.
So at any
It's
point
coming
that
from
it
here.
it is within range, Ignis is going to. I mean, obviously before his turn,
Where did Ren go?
Ren's.
he is
Oh, there he is.
alone right here.
Yeah, he's up
Yeah,
there.
So
he
it's
started-
coming back. Looks like it's on a collision course with the palace, and it is now another 100 feet higher. So it's at this point about 300 feet up.
Could I roll insight to see what he's planning to do, or if I have an idea of why he's going
Sure. Yeah. Give me insight.
towards 14? Great.
You're not sure. All you can tell is it seems like palace might be the goal.
I'm gonna, like, over the sending stone, tell everybody that can hear me that it looks like it's going towards the palace.
Okay, and that will be that thing's turn. Click clack.
It's his turn to get
Come on,
retribution.
click back.
Yep,
Yeah.
Right.
this horn just pulled out of your breastplate as it raises its head back again, glaring at you with its lizard eyes.
You say click during all this time has been getting ready to unleash whatever he's about to unleash.
Okay. Ooh, Lordak, you're at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of made eye contact with him as this thing went to horn stab you because you saw Lordak with his fingers dug into the thing's horns. So, like, you guys came, like, pretty close to each other's faces as he's now pulled back, and Lordak looks pretty worse for wear. His armor's crumpled in several places. He's got blood leaking out of just everywhere.
With that and the rage and the pain and everything that just happened to Click Clack, he's gonna take his 4 hammers, grabbing the 2 in his arms, his upper arms, his other 2 arms, grabbing the spare hammers, and he's gonna start smacking the bottom 2 together, then the top 2, the bottom 2, top 2, as sparks start sparking off, as he summons the Walking Forge.
Yeah, this cacophony of clang, 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 cling, 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 like turns into like the sound of like magical sparkles and like wind chimes. And as does it come out of a portal, or does it like rise out of the ground? What does it look like?
So those sparks, as they start, like as he starts hitting the hammers harder together, the sparks start flying further and further apart, and those sparks kind of think of the sparks landing on an invisible something, and so the sparks are starting to outline it as it comes into being.
Sick. And it kind of just filling in the gaps
Yep.
the colossal walking forge as you activate your trump card.
Yep.
And take a
it's
point of
gonna-
exhaustion because you have
Yep.
already used some of your mana.
Yep. Yeah.
Let me
yeah.
find where the forge is.
Okay.
Last time I remember him using the forge, if it's the same forge thinking of, was the fight with the booger guy.
The burger guy?
The booger guy.
What-
Although he
who-
did,
what-
although he did use the forge in the fight against
Who's the booger guy?
I have no idea.
booger guy.
I don't know
the
either.
snot guy from the tournament.
There's a snot guy?
What are you
It's the
talking
same.
about?
He was in the same team with the guy who could like go through like material, go through like.
No one had booger powers.
Thomas, what have
What
you been
was it?
snorting?
You know what I'm fighting? The fight I'm talking about, where like Drake, I think it was one of Drake's first fights back, where he was.
There was a guy that had explosive fingers. There was a guy who could cut
Was it
through.
explosive fingers? I know it's
Yeah.
explosive thing.
He had a black hole blade, and then there was the guy that can phase through things.
Okay, phase
No one
through,
had booger
okay.
powers.
Okay, I know it's
I did find it though.
explosive
You were correct. It was his fingers that would.
It was
and
his
then blow up.
fingers. I remember something exploded. Okay.
Well, this could be interesting. What if I
Cool,
make a
the forge.
that does
It's a literal
kaiju
forge.
fight doesn't destroy the city?
Okay, it just appears above Aster and Click Clack. It's 4 legs. You guys safely underneath.
How big was the scene again?
Honestly, I think it's bigger than bigger than the Tarrasque a little bit.
Was it that big?
It's pretty big. It's like a building almost.
The stat block I found. Let me see. It
I
just
mean,
says huge, but when we made it, I think we made it gargantuan.
Yes, it is massive. Because this is identical to the ability of a fellow Hephaestus student who is one of the captains of the League of Adventurers.
Yeah, and it's only gotten bigger with Click Clack leveling up.
His is bigger than yours, but this is still quite big. And in comparison to this peeny weeny Tarrasque, it's bigger.
Yep.
Okay, with the summoning of this thing, does it just go immediately after you?
Yes, we decided it. Oh, wait, let me look. We said, Sons of Hephaestus.
I wish I could change the settings on this so it would stop like asking me if it wanted to.
I think it does take its turn right after me.
I'm cool with that.
And is it possible that when I was summoning it, I was summoning it between me and the Trask, so that
It's
it's
not that
physical
much. Oh, you wanted to push the Tarrasque away?
puts the Trask and me both away as it fills that void.
Are you on top of the forge or are you underneath it?
I am on top of it.
Okay, I like that. I will allow you to be on top of the forge. What I will say though is I'm going to need a contested strength between the Tarrasque and your forge.
Sweet. Okay. And I don't think we made any other differences.
Okay, that is a 29 from the Tarrasque.
It is incapable of beating a 20.
Roll for a nat 20. There's always a chance.
That is true.
Yo!
Yo!
Oh, that is badass. That's awesome.
There's
Okay.
always a
that.
chance.
On that nat 20, Trask is making a deck save. He fails. He is knocked prone.
Wow!
And the
Hold on.
forge
Hold on.
appears
Hold
with
on.
you on it, Click Clack, appearing in that space, shoving the Tarrasque backwards. Lordak, I'm gonna need a deck save from you.
Oh, he's
sorry.
on there. Leave him on there. Leave him on there. He's on
You
there.
can give me a strength save if you can justify it.
24.
Awesome.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
This thing is as the forge like expands into its full size, it like a wall smacks into the Tarrasque. Its head is turned at a 90-degree angle as it plants its feet down and it is pushed, its claws dragging through the ground. Jin, as you lie semi-conscious on the ground,
I thought it was
just
in
barely
its
past
mouth.
you.
I thought it
Oh,
was
that's
in
right.
its mouth.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah. I had you on here. Sorry, I have like the memory of a goldfish. Let's roll to see if you fall out of its mouth. Actually, well, actually, no.
Okay.
No, the way it works.
I
Yeah, and I'm
can't-
gonna
I mean,
roll for it.
I
I'm
don't-
gonna roll for it. I'll roll for
Okay.
it.
Come on, knock me
You're a
out, please.
goldfish monster?
Knock me out, please. Come on.
I have the mind of a goldfish.
Goldfish
Okay,
are
you are
smart.
still in its mouth, but its head is like pushed like at a 90-degree angle from the rest of its body. As this thing hits it, it is pushed backwards. Its
You see,
claws
you see
leaving
Jin
massive grooves.
just kind of a little bit inside of there. It's like,
Yeah, rattling around within its teeth, and then it flops onto its side as it kind of turns a little bit. And Lower Deck, you have to run up the side of its head, jump, and now you are on like the cheek of the Trask.
I mean, its eye should be a weak spot, so
pretty high. Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
Zelda.
attacking.
It's a Zelda. It's a Zelda boss.
I
Alright.
need help. I'm not attacking.
Click clack. What does the forge do?
you just needed the dungeon's item, the massive forge.
Or
So-
is there anything Click clack does with the remainder of his turn before the forge attacks?
Yes. He is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll
What's he
move
doing?
you a little more forward because that's kind of where this thing is.
Oh, your voice.
How
Click
That
clack
works.
is going to pull out one of the quivers of arrows, or he's going to use the rest of his turn to toss some of the quivers. Who is this? AS?
That is Aster.
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 Jeez.
He's going to yell
Are
at
you-
Aster and say, "Get this to the soldiers!" As he's going to toss down a couple of the quivers of arrows.
Buster, are you deep voice mode for a reason?
Not intentionally. You throw them down, Aster. I won't need to roll. You're just passing between guys. No need to complicate it. Aster, you grab these quivers out of the air, full of arrows, as you hear these words from Click Clack.
Click clack is saving one quiver of arrows, and he's going to use, I guess, is it bonus action, free action? What is it to equip a different weapon?
You should just do it.
Okay,
Use a
yeah.
different weapon.
What weapon do you have right now?
He just has his hammers.
I'll say you'd have to drop a hammer.
Yeah.
You could throw it away safely, and then you could pull out a different weapon.
You just have
Okay.
to go use some sort of action to pick it back up again or something.
I mean,
like
you
that.
have 4 hands. Don't you have 2 available?
He,
Well, use
he
four
has
for
4
hammer.
hammers equipped.
Oh, he has 4 hammers. Okay.
Yeah,
Hi,
Yeah.
Balthazar.
all the more.
Not bad.
The more the merrier.
Let's do.
Let's see the guy.
Yeah. So he's gonna drop 2, and he's gonna pull up his short bow and load an arrow, getting ready for his next turn. But that's all Click Clack can do because he doesn't really have any
bonus
real
action.
bonus action things he can do.
Yep.
Wait.
Do you have
is
any
that
bonus
a-
action spells, or
There's a. Ooh, this is. Haha. He's gonna use Healing Word on himself
Awesome.
as a bonus action.
maybe you could use that on the? Can you say that maybe he can see Jin in its mouth?
Yeah, he can absolutely see Jin in his mouth.
Oh,
Maybe you
if
could
he can see Jin, he's totally gonna do that. I didn't think he could see Jin, and I didn't know if Lordoc needed it at the moment because Lordoc looks really beat up, right, Christian?
Okay.
Christian? Yeah, he's using Healing Word on Lordoc or Jin.
On Jin. Okay. Click like you mutter as a few plates of metal come out of your like toolkit and imbued with magic fly into the mouth of the Trask and wrap themselves around Jin's grievous wounds.
So you have-
creating like a iron belt around her stomach as rivets stick in and kind of seal it up a little bit.
Goodness. My spellcasting modifier is
Your
that's
intelligence.
5, so you get 7 health.
How much health do I get?
7.
7. Cool.
At least you're back up, and now you can heal yourself.
I'm back up, and I can do
Better than
something.
0.
And it's more
Oh.
than me.
What that is? Gosh.
And guess what? It's your turn next. You didn't lose your
Yeah.
turn.
Well, actually,
technically it's the forge.
it is the forge.
It is the Forge's turn.
Yeah.
But her turn is coming up. Yes. Anyway, forge.
Okay, I have to think about what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so heated body. If you touch the Ford or hit it with a melee attack, while within 5 feet, it takes 46 fire damage.
Sheesh.
So, upon appearing, this Trask is gonna take that damage, right?
Yeah, it touched it when it got pushed back.
Okay. And Click Clack is conveniently seated in the, the safe spot where you can work in a forge.
So are you like on the top? Is there like a little like cockpit almost?
Yeah, there's a little cockpit spot where you can sit, because that's what we were talking about a long time ago.
Yeah. Where is the cockpit?
The cockpit is, basically where he's at, just in that
Right in the
front,
middle?
because this is the big chimney spout in the backside of it.
Awesome. I'll say the way you're in it, there's a bunch of like levers and chains and things dangling around that you like pull and like twist to control
And
this thing,
manipulate.
like a little like mech suit. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And you even have some buttons that like only are activated by like smacking a hammer against them. You have like a series of like anvils on the wall. You have like the hit in succession to do certain moves.
Nice.
Yeah. So if you want to roll that damage,
Okay, it's just, it's not a lot of damage, but it's also not magic, so maybe that's not terrible. 12 damage, 12 fire damage.
okay. As this thing hits, in the action, roll me a perception.
Click Clack or the,
Click clack.
okay.
For the moment,
Okay.
I'm going to treat you and the forge as basically the same being, except it's got like different.
So that is
Turn,
an 11. Dang it.
Okay.
Yep.
So you see some like smoke rise up as it hits it. What is the next move of the forge?
It's gonna make its 2 attacks. It's gonna slam with its arms as the front arms raise up, and it does a slam and then a slam. So hopefully these rolls are high enough to actually hit it.
Kind of like lifting up like a horse, and then
Yeah.
bringing its big feet down, boof, into the downed Trask. Roll with advantage because it is
Oh,
prone.
With advantage. Okay. So here's the first 2. So 26.
26 absolutely hits.
Does it? What's the Trask?
Yes.
Oh, never mind.
20. We're looking at
And a
It's
nat 20!
Nice.
Dang, Kageselect said never mind.
Click
Yeah.
has always been pretty good. Click Clack luck is good.
All right, give us damage. Give us damage.
Okay, so it is 8d6 plus
I still can't
7.
believe you crit that strength roll. That is so crazy.
If you didn't crit
Yeah.
that strength roll, it would not be prone, and those attacks would have missed.
Yeah,
That's how crazy
this
it is.
Crit save was
game changer. It's awesome.
Literally just a game changer, that nat 20.
Kaiju fly off to a great start.
so 34 damage for the first hit,
Oh, sheesh, this
Awesome.
thing's so good.
and then
These
31 is
magic
the crit.
roll?
So 62.
62, yeah. So
Is any of that
34
damage?
96.
Is any of that damage fire damage?
Yeah.
Is- are
Fire
they-
damage is the last 4 of the d4s. So
That means it's
Dang
got
it.
resistance
You
to
want
it,
me to-
probably, if he's asking.
you want me to split them?
Let's see. How much fire
Okay.
damage? So this first attack did 8 plus 6, so 14 plus 5. No, plus 1, so 15.
15.
So it did 15 fire damage with the first one.
And then 14
And
times
then-
2, which is 28. So 28 plus 15 is 43.
1 sec, I'm getting a call. 1 sec.
Yeah, 43 damage. That's fire damage. So 96
On which one?
total.
Second?
96 total, but 43 of it being fire.
Oh,
Is
that's
that right? That's not right. Can you see the individual rolls in that when I sent it through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking at 15 off the first one, and then
7
that's
times 2,
14.
so that's 28. 28 plus 15 is 43.
Okay.
Well, wait, is the +7 also fire damage?
No.
No, the +7's is the natural hit damage.
So 43 fire and 53 bludgeon. Is the bludgeoning magical at all?
It
Yes,
is.
absolutely. I will consider magic, whatever it says.
my gosh.
There you go.
This is a being of magic, so. Alright, it slams into it with its front paws, hitting its head, cracking its horn a little bit, and then right down at, like, its shoulder, and you hear the scales of it kind of splinter a little bit underneath the force. Anything else this thing can do?
It's just gonna move on top of it.
Oh, it's walking on top?
It's gonna walk on top.
Okay,
So I'll roll Dex because it's a metal thing
give
walking
me
on
Dex.
plate.
yeah, just so it can see how sure its footing is.
Oh boy.
If you roll in that one, you
This-
kill me,
this
mate.
is
I
gonna be
will
bad. This could be bad.
It could be very bad. Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe
But if
just
it's
don't.
good, you keep this thing down, and you're gonna have to. It's gonna have to wrestle you off of it.
It's not
Nah.
that one.
It's not
-1.
terrible.
It's
a
mediocre.
You're kind of like tilted, because it's got like one foot up on like the higher part, and one foot's kind of like off, and
What
so
is the
it's-
forge tilted about?
it's quite precarious. But you are on top of it, so we'll put you over there.
Yeah.
Right
You
here.
do it. And it's
Nope.
taking care not to step on Lordock.
Cool. Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, Jin
Medicine.
inside of this
Um,
moist, hot
Okay.
sauna of a mouth within this Tarask.
Oh,
Boston,
I'm
before,
really just
before
thinking.
continuing with that, Rendon is not in the initiative order.
Oh, nuts! Yes. I don't know if you ever got a chance to roll. Nate, would you roll a initiative for Rendon for me real quick?
And I don't know if the Allosaurus needs its own or it just goes immediately after too.
We'll pair them up for simplicity's sake.
Okay. Well,
Right at
Oh.
the end.
right at the end.
Back of the
Well, that kinda
line.
works out. I don't even have to resort anything. It's just
Just at the very end.
Yeah, that's
Just
that's
that's where you go.
It's like, what do I do?
Yeah, in a pool of Tarask saliva mixed with your own blood.
Am I inside or am I like in his teeth?
You're in the mouth, so you're like up against like one of the gums.
Yeah.
Okay. Really thinking here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Its mouth is open, so if you wish to crawl out, you absolutely can.
Oh, I can just crawl out.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, actually, no. Sorry, it's a grapple check. That's my bad. I'm being too nice.
It's a grapple
Yeah.
check if it's in
Selena,
its teeth.
Please
but-
stop. Make a acrobatics check or athletics check.
Ooh, let's go. Acrobatics. Come on. 24?
That does. You do slide out, so you're able to push up against the top of its mouth and then against the bottom, and push and pry. And it's a little slack-jawed, and you're able to flop out onto the ground, passing
Okay.
its teeth.
Will I get attack of opportunity on me if I get out of his range? I can't.
I will say yes.
What?
Yes, it will. It will have disadvantage, but it will get an attack.
it,
of
doesn't,
opportunity.
it doesn't matter. Okay.
You can see its eye roll down to see you, as it stares unblinking, watching its prey escape its jaws.
I'm not gonna do it, but like I thought, what would be funny is if I activated my reverse gravity spell.
Yo,
Just
Trask
no.
starts floating menacingly.
Okay, it is prone. Okay. Prone means disadvantage on dexterity saves.
I
Let's
think
look
so.
it up.
I would rule it that way.
It only says attack rolls. Is what it says.
I mean, it doesn't make sense for it to be good at it. In
Prone.
this circumstance, I will say yes.
Okay.
A prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up and thereby ends the condition. The creature has disadvantage on attack rolls. An attack roll against the creature has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage. Now, if you do wish to rule that it has disadvantage,
I will
on
rule
dex,
it because this thing is so big and clumsy.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I will. I don't know. Or actually, what does that spell do? Sorry, I'm really trying to think of the best thing. I'm not trying to take up too much time.
You're good.
Like,
You're good.
It's like
You weren't expecting to be alive.
Yeah, that's one thing too.
A healing word would probably be good or something like that.
We are lucky. A death save has not yet been rolled, so count your lucky stars.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Damage would be good, but I think what would really good. You know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try and cast, because why not? I'm gonna cast slow.
Oh.
Okay.
Cast slow.
If anything, this can take one of its legendary resistances.
It's wisdom saving.
That is.
Has to be 18.
It does beat that. It gets I believe a 26. I rolled high.
Fetch. Okay. Okay. I was trying. I was like, the only other thing I thought maybe would be good.
Hey, anything you can do to increase the chance of that banishment working it could save your butts.
The only thing I was thinking of was prismatic spray, but like I know one thing is like a lot of that damage it could resist or kind of other things. All right, that's fine. Bonus action. You know what? Bonus action I'll do. Bonus action I will summon my vineyard.
Okay, where are we summoning it?
It's always been centered around me.
Wasn't
Okay,
it already
cool.
summoned?
No.
Yes, it was.
No.
Yeah, I remember you, and that's
you
the
summoned
that's
it.
That's
the
what that green
circle.
circle is. That's
Yeah,
what that
was the
is.
circle was.
Oh no, but I can summon again though.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Do we say if that removes it?
Yeah, it's 30 feet.
Just kind of respawns.
I believe
Cool. So we're just gonna throw it right there.
Chat, does he know?
Hi, Morgan.
Oh, I got the voice. I know. I'm using the arrow keys.
Yeah, it says the vineyard stays up for 1 minute or until knocked out.
Okay. Yeah, so it got removed when you got knocked out.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, but yes, you place your hands together, you say the name Dionysus's magnificent vineyard as vines sprout out from around you with a ethereal glow to them, and grapes plop, 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 appear throughout the vines.
Yeah. There's 32 of them. Okay.
32 grapes.
Okay. I could have always disengaged, but I was like, that would take my action. But I just wanted to see if I could have done something there. But all right, that is it for right now.
Okay, and Igneous, who is feeling a little better because of the healing imparted to him by Rendon, though magically wise, you are feeling a bit fatigued.
Yep. Which leads me to a question. Would you allow me to use my mana in any way to power these spells, or no?
What are you wanting to do?
I just want to use mana to cast spells because I'm running out, and I'm okay if there's a penalty on it.
Normally, I would say no, but considering the erratic nature of Igneous and specifically the premise around your synth ability, I'm going to make you roll an Arcana check, and if it is sufficiently high enough, I will allow you to expend mana at a cost of essentially. We'll make each mana point be worth half a spell point if you succeed. Unless you get a nat 20, in which case you'll be normal.
Okay.
I gotta stop saying that. I have to stop saying that. Every time I say it.
Keep saying it. Keep saying it.
Oh, dude, this is the second.
Holy cow! That's insane.
If it's nat 20, then you'll succeed. Nat 20. Oh, of course. Hell yeah. Okay. Yes, you can absolutely use your mana points as spell points. As Igneous, within yourself, you close your eyes and you focus, feeling this desperation, and you acknowledge your incomplete synth ability. The one you had been lost to this madness that has been growing and swirling inside of you, compounded by the constant trauma that you have experienced. The state inside you seemingly reflecting just the mental state of Igneous himself. You find calm. You find the eye of this storm that has been following you for a long time. And you find yourself surrounded by galaxies and stars and planets, and within them, a black hole. And you see the rift between your normal mana, the natural, refined mana, and this raw synth mana. And through the power of this black hole, you begin to siphon your mana away and pull it into this refined state, yourself within your body, and you feel rejuvenated as your veins alight with magical energy and your eyes crackle with arcane power.
As he opens his eyes too, they are reflecting what he's seeing, like what he internally saw, and there's that sort of event horizon type looking.
Yeah, I dig it.
Okay. The other thing that I wanted to check is if oh, never mind. No, never mind. I'm going to cast Phantasmal Killer again on the Tarask.
Okay. Wisdom save?
I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna use it at a level 8 actually, just cause.
Okay.
And it is a. Doesn't say. 1 second. I think it is a wisdom save though. Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Okay. It's got a. Why is math so hard? A 24.
24? Dang it. Okay, it does save.
Okay. Yeah, you bring this energy forth as this sort of like nebulous cloud swarms, and you you cast it at the Droacia. It seems to just kind of reflect off of it and scatter into nothing.
Okay. I am going to use my movement to. Also, it was Igneous that figured out that the Tarask was originally from Earth, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. Since he, well, I guess we'll see later. And that's gonna be my turn. I'm just gonna move away.
Okay. And introducing a new mechanic. I've talked about it with Nate and Josue, and I think Christian as well. Instead of kind of doing inspiration, I'm not getting rid of inspiration, but I see myself using this a lot more. I'm doing just kind of cool dice. So anytime something cool happens, or you try to do something cool, I will give you a dice to add on to a roll at some point. And I'm going to give you a D6. So like a bardic inspiration, you get a D6 cool dice to use on any of your next rolls.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh, okay.
Can I give that to
Nice.
Click Clack? I think he deserved that.
You know what? I agree.
You agree? Click Clack?
Yeah.
Crossing them out like
You get a cool dice.
Woo!
This is a way for me to kind of incentivize doing cool out of the box things, and also make me get more in the habit of acknowledging your guys' stuff. So ends Igneous' turn. Aster, you seeing pretty much everyone that's been involved in this Trask battle, get swatted to the side and
Yeah.
horribly impaled as this thing comes barreling at you.
Remember that keep on going, sorry.
Are now standing, seeing the Trask pummeled into the ground with the forge standing successfully over it, at least for the moment. What do you choose to do?
I would say remember Klek did ask you to take the arrows.
Yes, you now have 2 quivers, right? Is it 2? Or just 1?
It's. I think I tossed 3 of them to him.
3. Okay, Astra, you have 3 quivers of arrows in your hands.
To take to
What
the
am I supposed to do with them?
take to the
He
soldiers.
said to give them to the soldiers, which are these fellas down to the bottom of the map. The green.
Okay, I'll go give them to him.
Sweet.
And
Are you just gonna
then
Dash
What?
or is she in the dinosaur form still, or is she?
I do not think so. Maybe she is. I don't know. Are you still in the dinosaur form?
I actually don't
remember her coming out.
I don't
of it.
think anything knocked you out of it. Well, maybe it did. Have you been attacked yet?
I think she used
No.
something. I don't remember actually. Yeah.
I know you can cast spells, I think. Because you're Circle of Moon, right?
Yeah.
So I think you can still use spells. So it's more, would you like to still be a dinosaur, or would you prefer to have switched
Yeah,
back?
I want to be a dinosaur.
Okay. As a dinosaur, so instead you kind of caught these things in your mouth. You have a fly speed of 80 feet. So
Oh wow, yeah, you can get there.
sweet. You take off over the buildings with these quivers of arrows in their mouths. In your
Okay,
mouth,
right there.
you just
Right
drop
about
them
there.
onto the soldiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you like swooping down to hand them to them personally, or are you just gonna airdrop them?
I'm just gonna drop them in their general.
Cool. You drop it into the swarm of soldiers
You can
as
get,
one of them
you
reaches
can
up.
get to just about here.
3 of them reach up and snatch them out of the air and take a look at them inquisitively and just sling them over their shoulders.
Mm.
Sweet. That's just your movement. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Yeah. I still have. Was that an action or is that?
That was just movement. That was all that took. So you have action and bonus action left.
Who has the least amount of health?
There's about
Lord
3. There's about 4 of us that have pretty low. but
Lordock
Lordock
has the least though.
by 3.
Saber, you're
That's
once again
within
in
1 hit
charge.
range.
Saber, you're once again in charge of the music. I don't know how, but
Okay, hold on. I'll
Okay, so
leave
that's
the
the least.
things again.
Oh yeah.
Who
No.
has the least? Oh,
oh,
Does that make you host again, Boston?
yeah, we're good now.
I don't know why I did that.
I think it's just freaking out.
Okay. Jin is really low. Lordak is really low. Click-clack is pretty low, but the lowest I think is Lordak.
what's he at?
Yeah.
He's at 4.
He's at 4.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna cast heal on him, and he gets
What's the
70.
range? Is she close enough?
Oh, nice.
True. What is the range on heal?
60
She also could
feet.
have. She also could have
60?
done that. She also could have done that. Like
You could have done a flyby. You were close at one point.
yeah. She was.
Yeah,
close
I
enough
think
before.
I allow that. So yeah, as you fly by, your eye kind of twinkles with magic. As Lordak, a lot of your wounds begin to almost like vines of your blood come out of the many cuts and rips in your flesh and begin to join them back together.
That's much better.
So he gets 70 health, and it ends blindness or any diseases or anything.
Yeah, he's good.
Okay, you had this weird rash on your back. That's gone now.
Hell
I
yeah.
can't.
Any,
Boston, I'm already immune to rashes.
Couple of barnacles kind of fall off too.
any bonus actions?
Yeah, Mr. Chomp is going to throw his bullets.
He's gonna spit seeds.
Yeah,
once-
so
He fills his mouth with the seed and spits it at the Trask, and it bounces harmlessly off of its shell.
Yeah.
dang. Well, that's my turn.
All right.
Cool.
Next is Ren. Din.
Rendon, yeah.
Yes, yeah. Oh yeah. I think I do have to restore everything. Thought I was going to be able to get away with that. Doing
If
that,
we
but
just know Rendon's at very last, that's
Fine.
fine.
there we go. It's fixed. Okay, Rendon.
Christian, did you need to do something first?
No, it's you, Nate.
I know. I just heard you say so I wasn't sure if that was the only thing or.
No,
You should be
don't
fine.
you're
Okay.
good, Nate.
You do have
As a-
Kruvar and Igneous who are both hurt in front of you, just as a reminder.
Yeah. As a bonus action, Boston, Rendon's gonna, with the Allosaurus, he's gonna move over here and yell down to the generals, or to the Oak General, and tell him to take his soldiers, equip them with bows, and go attack the Tarask. And the general will command the soldiers after that. But that takes Rendon's bonus action to command that.
Cool. They hold their spears up as they reshape into bows, and they begin like just sharing arrows with each other as each one has a few, and they knock them.
Yep. So on their turn, they will march into this courtyard or this alleyway.
How many arrows
Two.
are there in total between the 3 quivers?
Each quiver has 10 to 12 arrows. So between the 3 quivers, there's
30 to
30.
36.
36
So this is a
arrows.
solid number. Yeah, let's go. All right,
Yeah.
let's go 30. Is that spread evenly between the oak and holly, or just oak?
Just oak. The Holly soldiers are holding the bridge for now in case the army attacks.
Cool. Sounds good.
I'm trying to find, where did I send the arrows list?
Yeah,
You
where
put it in
was that?
general.
Was it in general? Wow, that's not good.
It's just been like a long time ago.
Pin
If you
that.
search quiver, there we go. Sounds good. Okay. Wow.
They go right after you, right?
The quivers that I tossed down to her were delayed blast arrows. So all 3 of the quivers I tossed were delayed blast, and these are Kruvar's extended delayed blast arrows.
20 turns.
So each arrow landing is going to be really big.
Yeah. How
And is
many
that-
dice is that?
Christian, how much dice per arrow?
Oh, sure. Yeah, like
Well, I
it's
think
like-
a max delayed blast can have 22. And if you
then-
extend it by another minute, that will be 10 more dice. So that's 32.
Sheesh. 1 sec. I'm also checking on the soldiers if they get 1 attack or if they're able to shoot twice.
Take it shoot twice.
They only get single attacks. So 1 arrow a turn.
All right.
Rendon's
Okay.
going to use his action.
Fine.
Rendon's going to use his action to heal Kruvar though first,
How much?
which does 5d8 plus my wisdom mod of healing. So let's do advanced 5d8 plus 5. That was whippy. You're healed 18, Kruvar.
All right.
Doesn't he have the
That might be survived.
doesn't he have the chill touch on him or whatever it is? Or has that already ended?
I think that's
That
already gone
ended.
by.
Okay.
That ended in his last turn, I believe.
Gotcha. Just checking.
Okay, and then that should be everything Rendon can do this turn. But because he knows he has a little more health than others. No, that's it. He's also going to try to yell out to everybody at the track to get away. Yeah. So Rendon's gonna put it like cup his hands together and he's gonna just shout out to them, "Get away! It's about to become a." I don't even know what he's gonna. I don't know if there's a comparison to how big of an explosion this could be. or series of explosions.
Get away, and then they immediately attack. It's like, well, you didn't get one.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna blow you guys up, okay?
You guys cool
So,
with that?
The good thing is the soldiers can't move very far, very fast. So soldiers have, I think, 20-foot movement. Yeah. So,
Lest they dash.
but they will dash to get into place.
Cool. Go ahead and move them suckers around. And
Okay,
is that
so-
all they'll do?
That is all they will do.
So
So
that's
20.
the case. I'll move on to lower deck, and I'll just let you move your guys.
Yep.
Cool.
They will
Lower
end
deck.
up.
So, Nate, I don't think your thing is going to happen.
Well,
It doesn't have to.
Well, none of you have quite figured the specifics of this thing's deal out. The one that's asked was Igneous, and he only asked about vulnerabilities. So as your individual characters are aware, you do not know what this thing can or cannot take.
Oh, no, that's not what I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to move 5 feet this way. Do-do-do. Hold on. Let me measure a 20-foot circle.
Oh boy.
Another blood slash? Is this a blood slash? Or is this, oh no, this is Lordock. Crap.
this is Laura Deck.
Lord, domain
Right.
time. Part 2.
Domain expansion. As you place your hand you just place it down on the Trask, and the water ripples appear underneath it as a colossal wolf's mouth with tentacles at the edge comes up, and it will engulf the Forge, the Trask, Lordak, and Jin.
Okay,
The vineyard. We'll include the vineyard.
sure,
I measured for click like you.
if you want.
I will allow the vineyard to move through into the domain.
Press that part, maybe.
As click-clack, you find yourself in a realm of ice. The floor is ice. The sky is ice. And within this ice, you can see tentacles of ice in the sky and wolves' heads underneath the ice on the ground.
That's actually
I'm
really
also-
scary.
And far off in the
it
back,
true?
you kind of see totems devoted to the Kraken God and Tyr, respectively.
Oh boy.
As you're also prone boss up, I'm going to bonus action disengage.
Great idea.
So it's going to use the rest of my movement, which is 25 feet.
Just go ahead and move the guys on this map, and then we'll just keep in mind that they are not physically there.
That's why I was saying that your thing's not going to work, because not that. It's not
So
that.
anyone who fell in the range or the radius of that is in your domain area, so they're not physically here anymore. So like the back half of the Trask isn't there.
The whole Trask
Yeah.
was swallowed up.
Whole Trask.
The whole Trask was swallowed up. The whole Forge was swallowed up.
That's not going to give you a lot
Okay.
of range, Christian, between you and the
Would that,
Trask.
would that include Jin
prone,
too?
And it's going to be restrained. So
I guess that's fair.
for now, that's fine. And that's my action and bonus actions.
Rip Jin.
That's what I have. Yeah, Jin's a different problem.
Trask with its legendary actions return to it. Let me think.
Its attacks have disadvantage as long as it is prone, and it has to use movement to get out
Well,
of prone.
the thing is, it has the legendary action where it can move, but it can only move up to half its speed.
And so that would effectively mean that it used its legendary action to get out of prone,
To
but
get
it has to
Yes.
it has to make a check against the Forge, probably.
Yep.
Right.
So let's do a contested strength between the Forge and the Trask. And if it succeeds, it will get up. If not, it will stay down.
And what happens if he gets a nat 20?
That is a 21. If it's a nat 20, we'll figure it out.
I'm going to just real quick. I don't think it's for an attack. Is it just for any? Oh, succeeds on attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Okay, it succeeds. Well,
So if
wait,
it
I guess
succeeds on
it's
this ability
succeed.
check, you will
You
make a
rolled a
reroll.
2?
I rolled 21.
You rolled a 21. Okay.
What did you roll?
The forge is D20 plus 7. Let's see.
22.
Never mind then.
There's no need for silvery barbs. It goes to get up, and the forge stamps its foot down and pushes it back down into the ground. A wasted legendary action. Drake,
Let's go.
We love
That's
to see
crazy.
what do you do? The Trask and everything has vanished into the domain you had
I'm
already
not
already
there,
gone
but-
inside of. Oh yeah, that's right. You teleported away. I need to move you off the screen.
Yeah, move me off the screen. You can take me out of the thing too. That's that.
Yes, and I will jump into what's happening with Drake later.
Yeah.
Uh,
Saber,
so-
I guess.
Saber, you are booking it as fast as you possibly can to where you last saw the beam of light in the sky from the barrier, presumably where the last living person who has one is. Let me remind myself how far that was away. Were you keeping track of how far you had already moved?
Christian.
Duh.
He's
Hello,
muted.
Christian?
Christian.
Yeah, bro.
Hello?
He's muted.
And
Oh. I don't know how I got muted. That's weird.
See, that's what happens to me all the time, Christian.
you need to check your settings.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It is. It is.
Skill issue.
Grill
Skill
issue.
Dang it.
Hey, stop hurting me with everything that
Okay. From where you guys were,
Um,
it's about like 875-ish feet. Were you keeping track of how far you'd already gone?
I'm sure I'd gone 3 rounds, so about 360.
Okay, so you're just going to move another full round?
That's all I can do.
How far do you go?
It's 120 feet.
120?
hmm
Okay. So you've gone 360 so far.
480. That's why I'm
40. Okay, yeah. You keep track of that, and then once you reach the, we'll just go for a 840. Once you reach 840,
Okay.
you will have reached that spot.
This place is that long? Jesus.
Big city. Okay. Now brings us to Ren. Ren keeps himself prepared. He does not do anything actively. He is just still clutching onto this bird as it flies. The Trask is going to use another legendary action to try and get up. So once again, a contested strength. It got a 14.
Come on, Nate.
By the way, Thomas, you could still use silvery barbs because the trigger is for when a creature you could see is successful on an attack roll or an ability check or saving throw.
I know.
We determined it.
Nate,
Nate,
me into the
roll
contested.
another contested strength.
Again.
Yep.
Yes, it's trying to get up again.
What did he roll that time?
A 14.
What? Wow.
Yay!
I rolled a 4 on the
Stay
dice.
down.
Get up. Boom,
Stay down.
push back down. Get down, motherfucker. Okay.
Taste my boot.
Okay.
Boston,
At
real quick.
Initiative 20. You can use a lair action, Lower Deck.
Yes, that's what. We're gonna restrain it with the tentacles as well.
It's prone and strain.
Well, it's already
is that a
restrained, so it's just
save,
gonna be
or
restrained
is
even
it
more.
just? It makes that a contested strength, right?
It's prone.
It was
right?
instant, is what we said.
It's what?
It's instant because it was one of the sure things.
Oh, yes, yeah, it's your hit, yes.
Mhm.
So one of those icy tentacles protrudes from the ceiling that you cannot gauge the distance. It looks like it's like close, but also infinitely far away, and it comes reaching down and wraps around the Trask, removing its ability to move and restraining it.
Now it can't move at all.
Sick. Okay.
Alright.
All right. Spencer as Cinder.
Okay. Seeing that the Tarrasque is
maybe-
gone, Cinder is gonna look around for a target to shoot at. And he's gonna see the bird starting to fly back in. And so he's gonna go ahead and use his movement. So he's gonna fly up and at an angle of 30 feet to kind of get a bit closer. So he's
Okay.
gonna be higher up, and he's gonna be above that building.
Sick.
And he is going to, at disadvantage, of course, he is going to pop some shots against the bird. Because Ren is at the top of the bird, so he can't see Ren right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Are you using his synth
Yeah,
again?
his ice thing is still active.
Okay. Glad to see that.
22,
using that
21.
tw-
and 19.
Okay. 22 and a 21 will hit. 19 will not hit.
Okay,
Okay.
so...
All right. Goes AC.
Alright, let's see. So, it's going to deal... Let me go ahead and pull up the thing really quick. So I'm making sure I'm doing this correct.
It at least does that 28 piercing.
Okay, so... So it has 2 hits that are triggered. So the first hit is going to have a chance to freeze it, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
So first hit, 10% chance to freeze. Okay, didn't freeze. And I'm going to go off the low end. So the 0 to 10 or 1 to 10. And then the second hit that hit is a 20% chance to freeze. So 1 to 20. It freezes the bird. And
Okay,
on top of
as
that, it's
it's
going
flying-
to deal. It's going to deal its damage. But yeah, go ahead and with what you're saying.
As it's flying, first shot goes off, and you can see it hit, and some feather, like it's a feather, poof off of it, and then the second one, tails hits again, feathers poof off, and as they float away, they freeze in midair as ice reaches out from that point and wraps itself all the way around the bird as it begins to plummet to the ground.
Giant chunk of ice.
All right, and
His
as for
wingspan is such as it won't enter a free fall. His wings are frozen in the position, so it is instead going to kind of glide down to the earth.
okay,
So at 300 feet in the air, it's going to descend at a rate of...
I mean that's
Let me
not how
think.
aerodynamics work, but I'll roll with it.
You have to
This
roll with
bird
it.
theoretically wouldn't be able to, like... It's a big bird.
Fly.
The big bird. You already used action search, I think, right?
Yeah, I've already used that. Let me just go
Yeah,
ahead
give us
and
damage.
roll damage really quick. Because damage has been rolled above for the normal damage, but I gotta roll the ice damage as well, so that's 2d8. So the first one is going to be the total of the piercing, and then the second one's going to be a total of ice. And so it's going to be 28 piercing, which is just a sum of what is shown above. And then the 10 ice damage on top of it. Or cold damage.
It's a 2d8 per just
It's a
attack does a
1d8.
1d8 per
What was that,
1d8
38? 38
Yes.
damage?
38 damage against
Yeah.
the burb.
10 of it is cold.
Cool, okay.
Nice. Okay.
It's not going to descend super fast. I'm going to say it's going to drop like 50 each round, so it's now at 250 as it is beginning to go downwards.
Okay.
And then that is that it for Cinder's turn?
Yeah, just about.
Cool, Saran.
Okay. I want to try to earn a cool point here. So, kind of like that scene from How to Train a Dragon, where like Toothless is like being introduced. But anyways, the scene where it's like the dragons are attacking at the beginning of the movie, and the Night Fury makes its entrance. So you start hearing a whistle, and then you just hear it fly by really quickly. I want that to kind of be like with Saran. She's not going to see the Trask, so her immediate attention is going to turn towards the bird flying in. And so I'm going to want your ruling on this, Boston, because it's within like a close amount of range to hit. It depends on what your ruling is on this. But I'm 20 feet off from hitting.
Hitting with what?
With a chain lightning, if I were to use chain lightning. Because it's 150 feet range of chain lightning, and I can make about 320 feet of movement, which will put me right here with the 320 feet of movement. And then the range... Actually, it's close. It's like it depends on where that
So it's 120?
It depends on where that 340 will land me effectively. So it's like it's between like 120 to 180 feet of range is where I want to end up being.
And it's kind of hard because you've been just guesstimating how far.
Yeah.
Give me a strength check.
Strength check.
Let's see how much speed Saran has been able to build up in this moment.
For strength. Okay.
I'll make it a dex.
I'm using my sorcery point for that.
You said make it a dex too.
Oh, make it a dex?
No, not dex. I'm saying I'm not going to make it a dex because I know dragons are bad at that.
Sorry.
The dragon's using strength to propel its wings, so that's why it's a strength.
I'm using a sorcery point. Nat 20!
Mother. Oh, okay.
Are you kidding? Another?
So this is crazy. This is a crazy session.
Retribution's gonna come back to bite us.
Alright, I have like 3 sorcery points.
We need it. We need it. Everything's been like...
Can I get a cool
this
point?
is awesome. This is awesome. Okay. Yeah, everyone else giving cool points too. People are critting. Okay, you zoom in and Saran, the desperation. You don't know what's going on or what's going to happen. People could die. So with each beat of your wings, more powerful than the last, you rocket forward. So you can be wherever you want on the map. And you can land that chain lightning.
I'm going to be
or
within...
you can get in close to attack.
I'm just going to be within range, and that's all I'm going to try to be within. Because I don't want to...
Okay.
I don't want to be any closer than I need to be.
A bright blue crackling light zips across the sky, and from it another flash of lightning that arcs out and hits this bird.
Wonder if you could also get him on top of that.
Yeah, that's the whole thing with chain lightning.
Yes.
So okay, I need the bird to make a... Let's see, let me pull up the spell really quick. Chain lightning.
It is frozen. I don't know what...
Yeah, it's frozen, so I don't think it can even succeed its dex save.
There's not like a frozen...
But you create a bolt of lightning. It deals 10d8 lightning damage, but it's also going to deal thunder damage on top of that because of the lightning comes thunder ability. So the bird needs to make a dex save, but I don't think it can. What's your ruling on that?
Oh, it's frozen, yeah.
Okay. So it automatically fails its dex save.
Does anyone know the conductivity of ice? How that works?
Is ice...
Let me look it up. Well, it's water.
Ice provides an example of electrical conduction by proton transfer, since in contrast to liquid water, the oxygen atoms do not migrate in a perfect crystal.
It's a poor conductor, okay.
Yeah, it is a poor.
But this is magic.
Yeah, but...
I'm not going to decrease the damage. I was just saying if this would increase the damage, but it's not. So we're going normal.
Okay, so it's going to hit the bird, and then it's going to chain
Okay, Ren will make
Ren.
a dex save. Ren rolled just... Wait. Never mind. Okay, we're cool. Ren, where are you? I have too many characters on here. Where is he?
He's on top of the bird. He's right here.
No, I'm trying to find in my list of character sheets.
Okay. While you do that, I'm gonna go ahead
There
and
he
roll
is.
damage really quick.
Ren gets a 19.
That barely succeeds.
It takes half
Take
damage,
half.
though, right?
Take half.
Yeah, but it's
But-
there's still probability of him getting some other nasty side effects as well.
Yeah. Oh, dang.
Yeah, because I have other abilities as
That
well. That will.
ability makes this spell real potent.
Oh yeah. Okay, here is the damage. It's gonna deal 48 lightning and 14 thunder, so that's gonna total to 62 damage. So he will
Pretty
take
bad.
31. However, he did take lightning damage as the main damage source. So, as a result, let me go ahead and pull this up really quick so I'm not getting this wrong, because I always forget. Okay. So, first off, if the damage threshold passes 50, the target must make a con save or be paralyzed until the end of their next turn. So, I need the bird to make a con save, even though it's frozen. It's might as well.
Yeah, I feel like con saves they can still try those.
Yeah, it can absolutely make a con save. It's not paralyzed. It's just like it can't.
It's just encased in ice, so it could still try to get
Well, it's
out
not
of it.
incapacitated. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
regular. It not great.
What
It got a 13.
Yeah, that fails. So it's now paralyzed until the end of their next turn. So it's now frozen and paralyzed.
No, it is paralyzed. Does that mean it attacks auto crit?
Yeah.
I think
If
so.
attacks are made against it, it would. Actually, let me pull it up really quick. Because we always need to check.
Okay, Ren only takes 31 damage.
I need to always have this page open whenever we're having session. Goodness.
Paralyzed creature is incapacitated.
Okay, paralyzed creature is incapacitated. A creature automatically fails its strength and dexterity saving throws. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. An attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Okay. The lightning arcs out of your mouth, essentially. This time, instead of just coming from like your throat, like a spell circle appears as you open your mouth, and the lightning erupts from that. It hits the bird as the lightning skitters throughout and kind of bores holes as it kind of like rips through the ice, creating these weird fractals and tunnels through it as it reflects up into Ren. He holds up an arm and a wing as it hits that, mainly scorching it and causing some of his golden scales to glow red hot. But he shakes it off, though he's not looking great.
Okay, and he now has to make a con save as well. Since the main damage I dealt is lightning. So go ahead and make a con save for him.
I
16.
thought it was over.
That is a failure. So now he is
I thought it
blinded
was
for
over the
1 minute.
threshold.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
it was
no,
over a 50 threshold, wasn't it?
Yeah, so if it's a 50 threshold, he becomes paralyzed. But if
But he didn't
if I
take the
deal
50.
lightning damage as a primary, it has a chance of blinding. And if I deal thunder damage as a chance of
But he
deafening.
took 31 damage, though, because of saving.
Yes,
wasn't it?
but he still makes a con save because he still took damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's blinded?
He's now blinded for a minute.
Okay.
So,
Awesome. Cool point.
E.
That was cool.
D6. D6 cool.
Way to go.
I'm just going to put
Alright.
that under fate.
Sure, that works.
Okay.
Um,
And so that's going to be my movement. That's going to be my bonus action for movement. And then my actions. So that's EOT for Saran.
Cool. The Trask is going to attempt to break out of the tentacle.
is this a legendary action or action?
This is regular action.
Mhm.
Is that just a strength check?
Hey, Boston.
I
Can't-
assume so. 'Cause we didn't specify, but I assume
I
so.
believe we did. It's just a grapple
Did we?
check. So I rolled a 24 strength, and then I think we said there were different stats for your tentacle. I remember talking about this.
The game
It's not
written
just
down.
your strength.
Yeah. Do we want to look up a Kraken's strength technically?
It is a kraken tentacle. So yeah, that works for me.
Let me pull that one up real quick. That makes sense.
Krakens have
Oh,
a
I got
plus
it. It's a
10
plus 10.
defense.
It's a plus 10, yeah. So just roll with the plus 10. The Trask
And
also
does-
has a plus 10, so they both have plus 10.
And does it help at all with the forge on top of it?
Yeah, give it advantage.
Okay. So 22.
It does still succeed.
I'm gonna have it. I'm gonna
Barbs.
barbs it.
Give it
Have it roll
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
I rolled the same thing. So
Ah,
I rolled
Uh,
Come on!
14. So it is able to struggle and rip out of the tentacle. It's going to stand up. Contested strength with click clack. A lot of contested strength rolls.
Oh, it just used
20.
half its movement to fight.
21 on the dice. We're not on the dice. That's not
Ow.
possible. 21 rolled.
Well,
Okay.
And the forge finally. Yeah.
As it stands up, I'm going to need the forge to make a dex save to not fall over and be prone itself.
That's not good. Here we go.
Had you succeeded your sure footing before, I don't think I would have done
I'll give
that.
advantage. I'll give advantage to Click Clack too with my
Wonderful, yes.
Um,
So is this click clack or the forge dex?
This is the forge.
It's like, I don't know if I can
And-
give it to the forge separately, or if I just give it to Click Clack. Anything he's controlling. I don't know how we ruling that.
We'll just
Boston.
say it's kind of one and the same.
Also,
Okay.
I did forget this, but I'm going to click clack is allowed to add his intelligence mod to a saver check to anyone within 30 feet of him. Intelligence times a day.
Okay. You
So he's
can
gonna
also
add-
remember you can roll with advantage too because I gave it to you.
Okay.
So,
So
roll
this-
again.
Yep. With
It's kind of
the-
-1, so it'd be a +4 total, right?
yeah. So here's the 13. Not great, but better than the
Another-
first one.
Another. Or is it different?
Okay. It begins to tip over. 13.
It was better than the
I
first
wouldn't
one.
say it knocks prone, but like it's a little lopsided, maybe.
13 isn't good though.
It's not awful. It's not awful.
But it's a huge forge, Thomas.
I don't know, I'm just throwing it. Ultimately,
Yeah, the
I'm fine
balance
with whatever
on this
he
thing-
decides.
It's a little janky. I'm gonna say it falls prone. So as this thing stands up, it pushes up against the legs it has up on there. As it falls, click clack, you start to like run through the physics of like weight and balance, and you begin cranking levers and try and like get this thing to adjust the position of things within itself and like its footing. But you are not able to fast enough, and it falls onto its side and is prone.
oh no.
Boom.
How the turntables.
Gosh dang.
The Trask now gets up.
It's lost half its movement speed, though, which is
Yeah.
good.
Yep, I'm gonna say one of its actions was expended like in the escape.
Well,
So it
And also
you know
moving any much forward in with a vineyard, it is difficult terrain.
oh,
I
let's
think a
go.
lot of grappling effects, I don't know if we went over this, but like happened. We didn't say when in the turn it happens. Like if there's an action to do so, or if it was just end of the turn, you make a save. I'm going to say because this is a domain and trump card, that will have been its turn. It is now free. So I will put the forge over here.
So the thing is, I'll actually get a turn in my domain
It
this
makes a
time.
save at the end of its turn. So it is free. It is standing.
It has
It does not
legendary
attack.
actions. It does.
It
Have
does not
legendary
attack.
actions.
It does have legendary actions. It has one
Maybe not
left.
right now. Maybe.
It has one left, and it's going to use that one legendary action. Actually, you know what? Click clack.
Maybe.
I want you to make a. Give me an intimidation roll from you, but by proxy of the forge.
Okay.
But since you are the pilot, I'll have you roll the mental save or the mental check, and this will be to command this thing's attention.
You really want click
Actually-
clack to do this?
Actually, let's do persuasion. I don't know if that changes anything. Well, what do you have? What do you have in intimidation and persuasion? I'll
Well-
leave it up.
I've got a -2 in all of them, but he's going to use his intelligence to try to balance that out, so he'll get a +3 on that.
Okay,
Man, he
I'm
is
gonna
not
give this
charismatic.
thing a quick. Give this thing a quick roll. Now I need you to roll, and that will determine whether or not you have commanded all of its attention, and it will kind of forget Jin and Laura Decker here.
Yeah, I mean it's a
So-
big forge thing. It's gonna
So,
wanna deal with
with
that
the forge, Boston, real quick,
Okay,
with the forge
you
on
have-
the ground,
Say what?
I was gonna say, with the forge on the ground, is the ground just steaming, but not actually nothing happening?
Yeah, there's a lot of steam rising up from this thing.
Okay,
The
forge.
ice is kind of filling back in because it's kind of constant, but there's a lot of steam.
Fog
You
cloud.
have commanded this thing's attention. It is going to attack.
Holy crap. Okay. Yeah, okay, good. Yep.
The forge.
Yes, it is attacking
Remember-
the forge. It's going to make a. Which one's better? Let's make a claw attack.
At advantage, because it's
Okay, Boston. Is the Trask weapons, are they considered magical? It's claws.
No.
I think
Nope,
it's
not,
attack
but-
type.
It does double damage to objects and structures.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't-
oh,
But this is a construct, so I don't know if I.
That's true.
Oh,
It,
It's not just a building, so I'm going to leave it.
Yeah.
It gets a. I rolled a 19 again, so that's plus 19, so that's a 30-some.
Okay. I'm gonna on its to hit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's got an 18 AC.
Okay, 31 damage.
Which have the Trask make a perception roll.
The Tarrasque?
Uh-huh.
interesting.
It got a 6.
Yeah, it thinks it heard it.
Okay, it lifts its claws and rams it against the side of this forge.
that's funny.
Because this forge has immunity to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magic that are not adamantine.
The perfect anti-Tarrasque weapon.
So basically, it's two kaijus who are doing nothing to each
Does
other.
the thing get desummoned if you faint?
Does it
No,
know
the Sons of Hephaestus, once they're summoned, they fill their time allotment, or I can let them leave. Otherwise, they stay. And they're their own entities usually.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
by
this
the
is
way,
the
just-
Tarrasque makes its attack against the forge, and now it's Kruvar's turn.
Okay. I'm
Well.
gonna move over here.
Nothing
Boston,
to
I gave
attack
it a-
right now.
I gave it the forge its health bar.
And
You can maybe prepare if the bird gets closer.
Well, it's gonna get closer because it's currently gliding down.
yeah,
to
how high is it up now?
about 250, I think. Right?
Yeah, 250, yep.
And how far away is it? Still in the same position? Because if it's gliding,
It's about there. Yeah, it's about there.
Oh,
I don't know what you're like. You have like a spell that's like 300 feet.
I do.
Are you gonna use the reach meta magic?
I could, but I mean, it is. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Well, it's 250 feet in the air, so it's gonna use that
Yeah,
direction
yeah.
more.
Yep.
Plus, yeah. Plus, I think you can get a little closer too, right? You only moved a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't want to get too far away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna use distance spell, 1 sorcerer point. And I'm gonna cast chain lightning.
Okay, tag teaming this thing with chain lightning. Kruvar summons this energy between his hands and arcs it out, charging it with extra magic to extend it as it courses through the air, ripping through the air molecules. It hits this gliding ice bird, also impacting Ren. It will fail the dex save. Ren will make his dex save.
Wait. A blinded creature can't see and automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. Will he notice
But
this?
it's ability check, not saving
Oh,
throw,
true,
maybe?
true,
I don't
true,
know.
true, 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 true. Never mind.
I will give him disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like mine did disadvantage.
Uh,
He could hear it coming, maybe, but
So he got a 6.
Okay, it failed. So it is 10d8 plus 16.
Aw, kitty cat.
Doll.
58.
Nice.
58 damage.
Good damage.
Very nice.
Good boy, good boy.
Are you saying that to Kruvar?
To Kruvar.
Oh, wait.
Kruvar.
Boston, I forgot to add a little bit extra damage.
Oh, you SOB.
I forgot that I was a draconic bloodline, so it should be an additional 5. But if you don't want to add it,
Oh.
then
5 damage.
No,
You
I'll do it.
forgot.
I'll do it.
all right. So 5 and then half for Ren.
So that's a bird health or Ren's health?
That's Ren's health. Ren is low right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
boy.
you can't see the bird's health on the screen at the moment.
Okay. I assume it's also pretty good.
Okay, that's gonna be. Hi, kitty cat.
Oh,
You're so cute.
And
Oh, no.
I'm gonna move back a little bit.
Austin, if it's a
Oh
rest.
no, actually, I'm just gonna stay.
Oh no.
Come at me, bro.
I don't know how the spell works, but if the Terrest disappears, then we might have a problem inside the device.
Oh, you may have a problem.
Jin, sorry if that happens.
If you knock me down, and if that makes so we can get out, as long as you bring me back up.
Well,
That's not how that
we can't leave
works.
we can't leave unless someone dies or I go down.
We'll just make you go down then.
just hold the Lordak
Keep in
down and
mind-
just beat him up.
Keep in mind, Lordak. Each time you do this, it's like an offering, and each time you fail,
I know.
it reflects poorly.
I know.
Puts you in
Maybe.
worse favor.
Yeah, maybe hard.
Okay.
to test it
That
out.
lightning arcs out,
person
hits
that's
the
harassed.
bird, tearing through more of the ice and also flashing and coursing through Rin's body as he yells out in agony and seems to be panicking as he's kind of clawing at his eyes, gripping onto the fur of this bird. He seems in distress.
Yeah, he is very close.
Any movement at all, Kruvar? Any bonus action?
No, I wanted to have a bonus action, but it's not gonna reach because I cannot use 2 spell points at the same time
Okay.
for that.
It is the bird.
But can't
Does
really
it
do
remake
anything.
save against paralysis?
It's just at the end of the turn, it just gets out of paralysis. So it's
Okay,
just gonna be
so
paralysis.
at the end of its turn. Cool. Because that it won't be able to attempt to free itself from the ice. So that's that. What are the rules for breaking out of the ice? I remember it having to do with something like if
I
the
think
creature
it's-
can try and break out, or someone can attack the ice.
I think it's a strength
break
save with Cinder's ability when I was talking with him about it.
Okay.
So it's once it has the ability to attempt it, it's just a strength check or save or whatever it might be.
Cool. It is no longer paralyzed. Its eye on its belly kind of snaps back into focus, and is no longer shocked. And that brings us to Click Clack.
Is it gonna glide at all forward?
Yes. It will move basically half the speed it's falling, so it's going to move 25 feet forward.
Like a Boeing jet just falling and crashing to the ground.
Oh no!
Which is
It's heading
very-
toward. It's. I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna get canceled.
It hit the second tower.
No, don't say it.
It hit the Pentagon!
No.
No,
yeah,
you're gonna get me canceled.
guys, may I remind you, this goes up on YouTube.
Exactly.
I've seen.
If
I've
anywhere
seen-
is the home of 9/11 jokes, it is YouTube.
Austin, you hit the button.
All right, click like.
If anywhere is the home of 9/11 jokes. Okay, yeah. Click Clack.
Oh,
So the forge is on its side. Click Clack's inside the forge. He's gonna open kind of the top hatch and climb up and out for a second. So because the forge hasn't had a chance to set up, but he's not gonna get out of the forge. He's just gonna like kind of peep out of the top of a tank kind of feel.
Yeah.
Would he be able to see the Trask after it's like tipped over? Would he be able to see it, or does he need to climb up around the top of the forge?
I'm gonna say it's not fully on its side, because then it'd be like near impossible for it to get up. So it's more
So
like it's like left feet have buckled
and it's just
like
kind of
folded
leaning
on themselves. You know, like when like a cat will like go and lay down, and it's like it like will fold its front arms.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. So I'd say you could get a peek at it. What are you wanting to do?
Well, since he still has his bow ready, his short bow, he's gonna try to shoot the Trask with one of the arrows from one of his quivers.
Which arrow is this?
Delayed blast.
This one's going to be the. No, I don't have any. All the delayed blast arrows are down in the city at the moment.
Oh.
This is a cone of cold.
I think that's what I'm trying to see which ones. Yes, this would be just a generic cone of cold arrow.
Cool. All right, roll to hit with it first.
This is a prismatic spray.
Prismatic spray. Okay, roll to hit with it.
Okay, because this is just basically just trying to hit a Trask with an arrow, right?
Yep, you're just trying to hit the Trask with an arrow.
But it's different from Prismatic.
But because I can use intelligence for my attack, here's his roll. An 18. That's not great.
You have a cool point.
It's a D6.
Yeah.
It won't
It's not gonna work.
reach.
It's not gonna work.
Okay, so the arrow does not hit. You.
Okay.
It
Where
does not
does
like
it hit?
stab into it. I mean, this thing's pretty big. There's a lot of surface area, so it'll hit the shell and bounce off. But at which point the spell activates.
Yep.
The only
And
case in
charisma-
which I would say this would not even touch the Tarask is on like a real low roll. Like we're talking nat ones or just like a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, something like that.
Okay. I'll roll a d8. Let's see what happens. A 7. On a failed save, the target is blinded. Then it must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of its turn.
What save does it make now?
Oh, right. Each creature within a 60-foot cone from where that arrow hit, 60-foot out cone, must make a dex save. Against, this is Click Clack's spell. No, this is Fenny's spell. So this is going to be a pretty high DC. I think that's
He got a 14.
1. Yep, so he fails. So on
Okay.
fail save, Trask is now blind, which doesn't matter.
It's
'cause I think
going
it's
to legendary resist. Its last
Okay.
legendary resistance.
It then needs to make a wisdom save.
So it won't take the. Does it take like half damage or something?
No, just so the color is violet. So on a failed save, target is blinded. He resisted this failed save, and then
What's the point of the dex save then?
that's the next part of this. It must then make a wisdom saving throw at the start of your next turn. A success wisdom save ends blindness. Okay, if it
Since it
fails to
doesn't-
save. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but this is the crazy thing, Boston. If it didn't legendary resist that at the start of my next turn, it had to make a wisdom save. If it failed that, it's then transported to another plane of existence.
I mean, we're already in there.
Okay, if it failed the dex save,
And
Which
then
it did.
failed a wisdom save.
blinded, and then it has to make a wisdom save at the start of your next turn. Okay.
Yeah. So nothing happens. The arrow just kind of bounces off. There's a big flash of violet in a 60-foot cone away from the Trask, off the Trask's left side. But that's all that happens.
Okay. Good to know.
So it used up all of its resistances.
It is now
It is
used
out of resistances.
Nice.
And
Okay.
is that
Is there anything else, Click Clack?
That I think is Click Clack's turn because that was his action. He's gonna climb back in the
cockpit.
shell of the walking forge and hide for a bit.
With the walking forge, now you back in it. Are you going to get out of prone?
It is going to stand up from prone and
Okay.
turn,
Levers, it stands itself back up.
and it's gonna turn and try to smack this. Smack this.
Yeah, again.
Yeah, so
Sweet.
And It's going to hit once. Does a 19 hit?
No.
Nope.
Okay. Then it's going to open the front doors of the forge, and it's going to release the coal breath as its second attack.
Sweet.
So it needs to make a dex save.
That one. What kind of damage?
Fire damage, but
Oh, I thought it was cold.
because Click Clack doesn't know any better. I don't know if it's immune or if it's just resistant. I haven't
Embers
been paying
fly
attention.
out of this thing's mouth. Click clack, roll a perception.
Click Clack's perception. Using his intelligence once more, because he has. Oh, wait, no, his perception is a
Plus, then
Plus
can
seven.
the other two other two also make a perception?
Sure.
Yeah.
24.
Oh, that should probably be good enough.
24,
Well,
Boston.
for you guys to know as well, if you would like to
Okay.
roll.
Yeah, that's what I was-
Yeah, sure.
Lordock is none the
Lordak,
wiser.
you don't really notice.
19.
yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Jin and Click Clack, you notice this does nothing to the Trask.
Yeah.
I
It
figured, but it's good to know now.
covers the side of it in soot as it is blackened, but there is no visible damage.
I guess it's the first
Yep.
time it's been hit by fire damage.
Well, no, it's
No.
been by
Technically,
it.
no, but not in a big way.
So it would have done 54 fire damage, but it's immune, so.
Cool.
Okay.
Is that all?
That is all the force can do. It's 2 attacks, and yeah, that's it.
Okay, my
Okay,
turn.
Jin.
All right,
Stop burning my eyes.
first things first. I'm gonna heal myself.
No, I was about to heal you. But okay.
I can heal myself that 70 that I desperately need so bad.
You just breathed into yourself the breath of life.
Yeah.
Okay, you play yourself a little melody,
Oh,
and the bars of the music go into and sew you up.
I'm gonna look to see Shania eye, and I'm going to use my mantle of majesty and tell it to grovel.
Okay. Wisdom save?
Wisdom save for command. Yeah.
21.
Yeah, that's 60.
Wait. Guess what you have a reaction of?
What?
Silver.
I already used it.
Oh, you just started your turn, though. Don't you get your reaction back?
No,
Is it
at
at
the
the start?
round.
Wow.
Beginning of round. Okay.
So you say grovel as your voice echoes. Whoa, echoes. And it falls onto deaf ears or holes, I guess.
Well, no.
What is this?
A peach.
Why is it shaped like this?
It's a donut peach.
Where's it? Oh, nice.
Anyways, I guess that's all I can do right now. I tried that.
Mmm. Tasty.
Hey,
Okay.
Josue, remember the project that we were working on?
Anyways, I guess it's Josue's igneous system.
Igneous. What doth you do?
Josue? Sir Josue? I think he's dead.
Rip.
Could just be
Rip.
it
Let's
could
just
be
skip his turn.
Discord.
RIP to a real one.
Yeah, just pour on out for the homies really quick. It just pours water all over my keyboard.
Okay, yeah, we'll just have Felina go. They're on the same initiative anyway. Fiend. Hello? Felina!
She's muted. She's muted.
I'm here.
Okay, it's your turn.
I'm here. Okay, do I have to go into the... Is the one guy's domain still up?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I have to go inside of it in order to see the Taraski?
You
What
cannot.
You would have to be inside it.
What?
You'd have to be inside. I don't know the prospects of him being able to let you in.
You said nothing can get in and nothing can get out.
Yeah, so for the moment, the Trask and the Forge engine and Click Clack and Lordak are all not there.
Josue,
So
we
it's just
skipped Josue's
you
turn for now.
over the army.
Okay.
So it's just me in the army.
You in the army, and then the big bird that is frozen and falling,
You could,
and Ren, who is injured atop it.
which you can, I guess, make your way over, and if you have something that could reach him.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay. We'll have your turn.
Uh,
Can I, boss?
Mhm.
Can I Wait, how far away is the bird?
About 300 feet from where you're at. 300 feet upwards, and then actually no,
He does
it's
have
200
an
feet up.
80.
It's
She
200
does
feet
have
up.
an 80 foot flying speed.
She does?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it is 200 feet up right now. So if she flew up and cast a long range spell, she could reach it.
I have a spell of 60 foot.
So, do we have anything? What was that one spell you had? The sunburst. Does that reach
Yeah.
far?
That's when I was gonna do. It's a 60 foot
Oh, it's only
radius.
60 foot. No, but the
60
range is
foot
like
radius, but it's
150
like
feet.
100. Yeah, it is. It is long range, but the area.
150 feet. Do you think with her flying speed and the 150 range, she
Yeah,
can
wait,
get
if
him?
you move 80 feet, cast Sunburst, you would be able to get them within the range of Sunburst because there's a radius spell and it's that far of a range. You could get them.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Noise.
Sweet. What saves are we making?
I think they're
Um,
con saves.
Nuts. Stupid dice. Come back.
And if they fail, they're blinded. He's already blinded.
His eyes will burn out of his skull.
You're double blinded.
Wow.
Okay, the bird fails. Ren. Oh, wait. Okay, he gets a... 25.
Yeah, succeeds for sure.
He'll probably take half damage, right?
Yeah, and not be blinded.
Okay, 20 damage to Ren.
No, it's 12d6. It's 12d6.
Oh,
What
are
it
you
doesn't
rolling?
go up to that.
What spell is this?
It does say that.
It's
Sunburst.
12d6.
I said
No,
60
Selena. 12d6.
Um,
Type slash roll.
Okay,
Okay, just roll that again. There we go.
Wow, exact. Wow.
Identical.
You get 44.
Okay. Felina,
yeah.
what does it look like as the pterodactyl casts Sunburst?
He's gonna shoot it from his eyes like laser beams.
Okay. The eyes of the Quetzalcoatlus glow bright like the sun as beams of energy rip from them, tearing through the sky and impact right near the bird and Ren as a searing light explodes from that point. And as it does, the searing heat does 44 damage to the bird. Please let me select the bird. I'm just trying to select the bird. Thank you. So let me just update its damage.
I couldn't find the clip I wanted. That's a good.
That works.
Okay, 248.
I tried to get the point where he shoots it from his eyes, then his hand.
And the light burns so bright, you can see Ren hold his hand up, and he becomes a mere silhouette. Kind of just, what's the word? I don't know, just a faint silhouette within this light.
Yeah.
As you see bits of his flesh streaking away as his hand whittles down into bone as it travels down his arm, and his flesh is seared off as all that remains is a skeleton that then blasts away, and Ren is dead.
Oh my!
Got the final kill on the big
And the
bad.
music just stops.
I have to check something real quick. Give me one
Wait,
second.
are you checking? Are you checking
So,
what happened?
I feel like because I don't think it seems like it's a concentration spell.
I will
It's
tell
like-
you. Actually, all right. The guys in the domain, the people in the domain, I will allow all of you to roll Arcana checks.
Oh, okay. 19. Okay.
Oh,
Makes
boy.
sense. Makes sense. Nate?
I mean, partial cast.
Nate! Maybe my...
Working on it. Working on it.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to get the die to roll.
Don't lie to me,
Like
Nate.
trying to modify the die to be able to roll. Arcana, you said?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Lord Doctor just...
Okay, Jin,
Okay.
you can see the magic binding this thing to this area begins to fade slowly. I'm going to roll a d6. The way the spell works is if the person who casted it loses concentration or dies or becomes incapacitated, the Titan will remain for 1d6 rounds.
Okay. Come on, Boston.
He is
3.
6. He is 6.
Okay, okay,
It will last 3 more rounds.
okay.
Have 3 turns. Have 3 turns to kill it then.
That's
And
not...
Jin, you can tell this. You can tell this thing's got about 18 seconds before it's gone.
Yeah. It seems only here for almost about 20 seconds. If we can hold it off. Should probably just round it to
Oh, no, I need to
20
kill.
seconds.
I need to
or
kill.
so.
Jin, you don't get it. I need to kill it.
I didn't do it. Don't ask me.
Okay, I'm going to throw my
Don't
peach
do
pit
that.
away, and then we will continue with Igneous's turn.
You know, I'm just curious about what's going to happen when it just teleports back to its home plane.
Well, I don't know what
Did it though?
so
It doesn't seem that it was in its home plane.
it just said it won't go back to what it was.
But we'll see what happens.
Yep, we'll see.
So yeah, so here's the thing. Before the domain can end, something needs to die.
Die or like...
Die.
Search for bugs. Kill it.
Okay.
That died.
Or I get
Sure.
incapacitated. But if something dies, I get rewarded.
What if the forge dies?
Well, then Nate will forever lose his forge.
Or who's Nate? I ask. Should ask.
I'm not talking in game right now, Thomas.
It doesn't seem like you're talking in game.
Wilson's not here. I don't need to talk to him.
But
Yeah. I mean, imagine the weapon I could get if the Trask dies, or the favors we'll get from the Kraken.
anything. Does anyone have anything they can summon? I don't have
It's a
it.
Droacia.
I have a bunch of stuff I can summon.
No, you're not in here with us though.
Oh, true. Never
Okay.
mind.
I'm back. Yes, Felina, you'll get a cool dice for finishing it off. I'm giving these things out like candy, but it is the final climactic battle. They will not be given out quite that often with normal situations, unless you guys are just constantly doing cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, takes cool dice to you. You finished off Big Wizard. Igneous, what do you do as you see him get fully obliterated? As you were kind of like sitting pondering what you were going to do, just laser beams out of nowhere.
You said he exploded, right?
The light kind of seared the bones off of his
Is
flesh
the
and the
bird-
bones,
the bird's
or the
still there,
flesh
though?
of his bones. Bird's still there,
But the
still
bones,
plummeting.
the bones still there, or did the bones
And they
also
kind of
shatter?
like scattered in the wind.
Like the wind.
Like the wind.
And this bird is still frozen or paralyzed or something?
It's still frozen.
Not paralyzed, but frozen right now.
I'm not paralyzed anymore.
Nate,
Oh,
is there
high up?
anything else you could summon that you wouldn't be too sad if you lost it?
What do you mean?
Like something that is alive.
Like if he,
It would have to have a soul.
Oh, that's true.
none of
And
your
if
stuff
it,
has
got,
gold.
if it had a soul and it got selected, it would never be able to be summoned again.
Another one of the Sons of Hephaestus, but if I do that, Click-Clack takes another 2 points of exhaustion.
Well, I mean,
I
you can take 2 points.
And at this point, it is still 200 feet up, right? The bird.
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine getting rid of the bowl, but
does it have a soul though?
they're all constructs,
Then no.
so no.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Actually,
We'll just have to knock someone out. Slash, lose lower deck.
Just hold Lordek down and beat him up. Like what happened a
No,
while
that
ago.
was literally.
I
no,
literally said that
that was
moments
really-
ago and no one said anything.
Oh, I was going to. Spencer, that is PTSD, and Lordock would kill someone in there before he let that happen. Not even joking.
If PTSD kicks in.
We won't hold you down. The reason we was like, dude, like,
We'll just
bring you right
Just,
back
just
up.
stand still. Stand still. Be okay.
Okay, Igneous, what's going on? What's going on?
It's like you can beat yourself up.
I'm going to dimension door inside the castle to see if everybody's still okay.
Okay, just kind of like in the main hall.
Yeah, and just like start seeing if everybody's okay, because I mean, whatever spell he used was big enough to destroy the surrounding things and whatnot.
You go in and you can
Just in
see
case.
lots of people have kind of like, yeah. So you cast your magic as you warp, and yeah, appearing in the main hall, you are surrounded by a bunch of people who are just kind of sitting around in suspense, listening to what's going on outside.
Oh, that must sound like
With bated
hell.
breath. You can see plenty of guards kind of posted around and assuring people, and just kind of waiting. And wait, you can see the woman with her dead husband with his brains smashed out of his skull on a blanket, waiting him to be resurrected. And they all look to see you. They go, "Is it over?
Maybe.
Tell me it's over."
Maybe. I don't know. Ren is dead, but I just wanted to see what happened. He used a spell in the castle area, and I just wanted to check if everybody was okay still.
Emotionally, we're very screwed up, but physically, yes, we're fine.
Okay. Well, I'll come back out, I guess, and I'll inform once I know anything.
A little kid runs up to you and tugs on you like, Mister!
I look down.
I left my teddy in my house. Can you go get him for me? Can you go get him for me?
Which house is it? And it's like one of the ones that's just been this. Like,
I cannot make any promises, but I guess I can look.
Thank you, thank you. My daddy gave it to me.
whoa.
Boston, why must you do this to us?
Quebec
And
Boy,
Quebec-
my dead father
Quebec-
gave it to me.
actually,
Go back to earlier in the fight where you saw it, like, that was something that Trash just, like, ate.
It's like stuck to one of the dress claws.
Yeah.
1 second. I have. Yeah.
Roll intimidation. Your bear is dead.
I am going to use prestidigitation to make a little like teddy bear, and ask, does it look like this? And it's just a random teddy.
It's got a little blood on its ear, but yeah,
A little what?
little blood.
Do you want it with blood? And I like modify it a little bit so it shows with
it's
blood.
the blood of my dead
Yeah,
daddy.
that's the one.
He reminds me of my dead daddy.
Okay,
It's
I
my dead
will look.
daddy's blood. It's my dead daddy's blood.
Austin, what's wrong with you?
Can I roll insight to see what the state of this child is?
Sure.
He's messed up. He's scarred for
You're not one of the judge. You're not one of the judges.
He is scarred beyond what a little child should be. But clearly, a study's very important to him and his memory of his dead daddy.
Okay. Okay.
Is this like a little?
Down by the river, sir. Down by the river.
Is this like a little dragonborn child?
Yeah. He's a little blue dragonborn.
Okay.
It's a house with barely any shingles left on it, and driftwood for doors.
Oh. Okay.
This child.
I'll try and look, but we need to take care of the situation at hand first. And
Thank you, mister. Thank you. He hugs your leg super tight.
I'll just pat his head, I guess. And then I'll start walking towards, walking out,
It's
basically.
just a warm pat.
May my dead daddy spirit bless you in your endeavors, sir.
I wonder if they said anything about Ignis's eyes looking a lot different. Or if they got more scared than they
You're
were.
getting some weird looks, for sure. But this kid is too concerned about his bear that his dead daddy gave him.
Where's your brother, son?
He's seen weirder and worse things.
Okay, that's good. I'll just continue. Then I'll just make my way out, and that should be my turn.
Okay. Rendon.
Brendan.
Yay! Okay. The Trask is still gone. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. The soldiers have no idea where to shoot. So Ren's gonna leave them with that command as they're just kind of like standing there not knowing what to do. Ren's gonna turn to Groovar and try to heal him again for a little better this time. I think it's 5d8 plus 5.
Phony healer. Phony healer.
Huh? What'd you say, Christian?
I was calling you a phony.
Phony healer?
Yes.
Well, you, sir, are just rude.
How rude.
Yeah, he can heal 5d8 plus whiz. Yeah. So, plus 5. Let's see if we can actually... 31, that's better.
Cool.
All right. We're alive, everyone. We're alive. No one's no longer
We're
on the
alive.
verge of death.
Hurt now. Well,
some
Clickback
people
is kind of hurt, and there's still 3 people with the Tarask.
Okay, never mind.
Okay,
I
and
stand
fast
corrected.
Fuck man.
I mean, yes, but no.
Okay, and let's see how fast we can get through this.
Yeah, go for it.
So full speed. So nothing for Rendon. Next turn.
Nope, that should be it.
Okay, Lordak.
Lordak is going to go ahead and move up to the Tarask. Hit the Tarask. Or try to hit. Actually, so sure hits. So
Yep,
he hits
it
the
sure
Tarask.
hits. The only situation, I roll anyway to see if you crit. That's the only thing that really would matter.
Yep.
So in his domain, he automatically hits regardless.
Yes.
2 attacks. So
No crits, but they still hit.
and then I get Divine Smite, and I also get Sneak Attack. So let's see, there is damage. Yikes. Is that with Sneak Attack? Ugh. Okay. And the Divine Smite. I'm using as high as I can go with that.
Nice.
So that will be 5d8. So
Okay,
total
48 damage.
And then Lordak is going to back away without provoking opportunity attack.
That was both attack.
Because of fancy footwork.
Was that both attacks?
No. Let me roll the second damage. I didn't realize I didn't roll that one. Second one is just take the radiant and the piercing. So 15 damage.
15. Cool.
Yes. And that's that's reachable as well. So
Do Divine Smite that too. Yeah.
I will not use Divine Smite on that one.
Okay.
Okay. The Trask is nearing about half.
You get sneak attack damage for all attacks?
No, it's just the one.
Okay.
It just auto rolls it.
So,
okay.
so do you automatically hit in your?
Yeah,
Yes.
we already asked this.
Okay. Just not crit.
Anything else, Lordak?
That's it.
Okay. It's going to legendary action bite you.
What is
A 21.
That will. Hits, I think.
Say what?
I believe that hits. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Bite's going to do.
I'm just surprised I was in its range. But I guess it's fine.
$43 damage.
Ow! Busted!
And you are now grappled inside its mouth. Oh, wait. No, never mind. Yeah, no, that's the case, yeah. So it goes forward, chomps the top half of you, lifts you up, and you're in its mouth.
Saber's just Drake's not there.
Saber.
So
Saber's running some more.
Running. Yep. And then the lair is actually going to do the other thing we talked about, Boston. And the wolves are going to pull me away from the Trask.
Okay, Wolfhead is gonna go up, eat you. How far away?
It's going to bring me to Click-Clack. Because the thing we said it has to bring me just to another thing.
Yep, so it lifts up, eats you, goes back under, and then reappears next to Click. So just put yourself where you are. But it emerges from the ice again, opens, and then leaves you there as it descends.
Trying to get the map. There we go. Oh boy, I can't see myself.
He's in the lava.
He's burning.
Burning. All right. I guess Cinder.
Yep.
Gonna shoot
Okay.
the bird.
The Cinder's gonna pop 3 more shots towards the bird.
Okay.
It's at disadvantage, but it is frozen.
You get close. If you get closer at all, will you be within range?
Let's actually see. I'll
About,
fly 30 more feet up at an angle, so that will be
What's the range on the attack? 150.
right. We'll say right there on top of that roof, but like flying still.
Okay.
And so that'll put me at 80 feet. But I'm like 60 feet up, so
I mean, if you're aiming, also
it's still about 140 feet up. So it's gonna be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Unless for some reason it being frozen would give it counteract.
Oh yeah, that would give you advantage. That would give you advantage. So roll
just
normal.
shot. Okay. Let me just pop 3 shots, really quick.
Does that work? Even does that work with rain?
Nat 20.
Oh boy.
Okay, 2 of those hit.
Okay. So the normal piercing damage will be a total of 15 plus 14, which will be 29.
Remember your grit points.
True. Let me check that really quick. Can I just expend those whenever, even if I find out it's a crit?
Sure, I'd allow you to add it to the crit.
Let's see. If the attack hits, you can roll 1 additional weapon die per grit point spent when determining the damage. Yeah, I'll just pop 2 grit points in there.
Why did it take me out of the activity?
And that's gonna add
Did you
plus
flip?
4 to misfire. What's the whole misfire mechanic?
Well, we don't have to worry about it for this gun too much.
Okay.
Really just now jam it.
Okay, so that's going to be an additional, so let's see, it's d8s, and so it's going to be additional 2d8, so let me just go ahead and roll that really quick, but the 2d8 is going to be doubled, so...
Your mom's double.
Oh, dang.
Dang.
Okay.
Ow.
And then the additional ice damage, which is going to be 2d8, but then that's going to be double as well.
So it is
Okay.
just 15 on that first one.
It's 15 for the first one plus some ice on top of it. But here's what the total damage is going to be. So it's going to be a total of 50 to hit of damage.
From both attacks?
Correction. No, not 50. It's going to be, because I need to double the 10 and the 11. So that's 21 times 2. That's going to be 42. 42 plus 29 is going to be 51, 71 damage total.
From the second?
Total.
Total. Okay.
Between 2 hits.
Okay. Yep, you rip, boom, 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 3 consecutive shots. One of them hits one of its wings. The other one hits it right where one of its eyes would be, as it rips straight through, and its blood turns to ice instantly as it escapes the other side. And the third one just goes off wide.
How is
Kinda clicking.
the bird looking
It's not
behind the
anything.
ice?
It is definitely below half.
Okay.
So not looking super great. Here, I'll pull it down so you can see the health bar.
Oh dang, we've drilled into this thing so much and it's still that much health left. I mean, it's frozen, so
It's a big bird.
out of curiosity, will the extra shots of the frost bullets do any more to restrain it with the ice, or is it just gonna...
The amount of attacks that have been hitting it, I was going to give it advantage on its attempt to break out, just because the ice has been destroyed partially. So I say roll again with the percentage thing and see if you can reconstitute the ice.
Okay, so I hit it twice, so it's gonna be a 10% chance and then a 20% chance. Okay, that one does not work, and that one does not work either.
Okay. So the ice is still fragile.
Okay.
Is that the end?
Yep.
Is that it?
And then
Yeah.
Saran is
Saran.
going to she's going to use her lightning breath, so she's going to get closer to the bird. And she's kind of face to face with it at this point. As it's gliding down, she's going to lightning breath, and so now it's going to try to make a dex save, which I think is not a fail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it is going to deal 10d10 lightning plus the 4d8. So I should roll 10. Actually, no, I have the macros for this. 1 second. Dragon attack. Actually, no, dragon damage. Breath. Submit. Okay. It's gonna take 55 lightning plus the 48 thunder. So it's going to take a total of 75 damage, and now it has to make a con save.
Okay.
You said 75, but you said plus 48.
15.
15 is a failure, so it is now paralyzed again.
Dang. Okay, you keep stun
Lol.
locking this thing.
I mean, it's got to make con saves to be paralyzed, and I got to continually deal this kind of damage, which is going to require me to like pop high-level spells and abilities.
Okay, but yeah, it is. The lightning rips out of your breath and tears across this entire thing, burrowing through the ice once more, singeing some of the feathers as some of them kind of break away from it. And if it could scream, it would, but it can't.
Its screams will not be heard.
Screaming internally.
And quick question: with recharging lightning or breath weapons, is that something that happens at the end of the turn or the beginning of the next turn?
You really just roll it any time between then. It just determines it for the next turn, so you could roll it now, or you could roll it at the beginning of your next turn. It doesn't really matter when you roll it.
Yeah, it doesn't recharge.
Okay. All right. Taraski boy. Mr. Tarask.
Hey,
Mr.
Tarask! Focus on that forge.
Mr. Tarask, hey.
Mr. Tarask!
Get out of here.
Hey,
he's going to step to the side. And then he's going to turn to face the forge. Actually, I'm going to roll. Because Lordak attacked it, it risks its attention going away from the forge, so I'm going to roll to see if it will keep focused. Okay. It is no longer just focused on the forge. Lordak, are you, like, underneath the forge?
I'm with Click-Clack inside. Wherever he is.
Oh, you're in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to... It does not quite yet regard Jin as a threat, so it is just going to levy all of its attacks against the thing. I'm going to roll to see if it notices you guys in there. It doesn't. Alright, it's just attacking the forge. And since none of these do any damage, I'm not going to really bother.
Yep.
It gnaws on the corner of the forge, it smacks its claws, bumps its horns, whips its tail, and wastes a full round beating the forge.
Yeah.
And the forge is taking a beating, but nothing's really happening to it.
Yeah,
Is the thing smart enough that it would realize that all?
It's really stupid. It's gonna legendary action. It's got -1 on its intelligence check. It is going to legendary action bite again, doing nothing once again.
It's like a toy. It's like a little toy.
Yeah, it's like a dog playing with a toy, or like a cat biting the corner of like furniture.
It's like,
Okay,
it's so
Kruvar.
cute. It's so cute.
Okay.
What you ask?
How far up is the...
By the way, Boston, with it moving, just remember
Bird again?
it is difficult terrain. So
Gotcha.
How far up is the...
It is still at 200.
Okay. Oh.
If you want, its turn is right after yours. You can wait for it to fall, and then I would allow you to attack or use your turn.
What's the
Yeah, I
health
think
looking
I'm
like right
gonna
now?
wait a little bit. I mean, it's
Okay.
not gonna change much of the things that I want to do, but I just want.
It's going to descend 50 more feet and then move forward 25 more feet.
Okay.
It's just like the whole Napoleon meme, just like there's nothing we can do. It's just like imagining that in its head, like there's nothing I can do.
Okay. Now, Kruvar, it is 150 feet off the ground.
Wait, Kruvar is? Or...
No, it is 150 feet. I'm just telling you, it's 150 feet off the ground.
So it's now within
Okay.
range of a lightning or chain lightning if you wanted to use that.
Not quite, but I'm also going to move a little bit forward.
Duh.
What the?
Go go go!
Okay.
What?
Ba-ga-ga-ba. Ba-ga-ga-ba. Ba-ga-ga-ba.
Ah, ba-ga-ga-ba-ba.
And then
'Cause we're gonna lose our 2 viewers.
Dang, you had to do it to him.
just straight up make them brain dead as a result of listening to this.
One
Okay,
view
I'm
in
gonna
only
use
1 minute? He
chain
fell off.
lightning. So dex saving throw.
Oh, baby, this one time out. So you wait for
It automatically fails the deck save because it's still frozen.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
10d8 plus 16.
Thank you.
6 damage.
Thank you to Cinder
Oh,
for that.
Boston. Add 5 to the damage I dealt. I forgot again.
Oh my gosh.
You punk, you punk.
You punk.
I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
Maybe
Then
just add that on top.
Lightning,
Maybe just add that
lightning
as like
comes out of your hands and once again burns across the entire wingspan of this thing as frozen and burning shards of feather rain down on the ground below.
Should we say it's no longer frozen after all the damage we've dealt to it at this point?
I'm saying that the DC's going down for sure.
depending on the on how frozen it was, maybe it's frozen on the inside too.
Yeah, I won't have it automatically break it out, but it very likely will break out.
Or thawing and freezing the chicken really fast.
Cooking it with an
and
electric.
if you slap it hard enough, you'll cook it.
Wait 1 second. I think I am.
I know the reference.
I understood that reference.
Okay. That's gonna be it.
It's gonna taste like absolute crap if you do that, but
Especially unseasoned.
oh yeah.
And the Trask is down to 2 rounds left.
Noise.
Silly Tarask.
You silly Trask.
You silly Billy.
Hey, do you have anything that doesn't do fire damage to it?
I mean, you could just wallop it.
Oh, real quick, this is kind of unrelated. Kruvar, and then I'll say Igneous and Aster and Saran.
Yeah.
I'll give you perception checks.
Perception.
What chat?
Perception checks.
Oh my gosh, is this the gut feeling I was just having just now? I had a gut feeling that something was gonna happen, and I feel like
Even
I
though
know what this is for.
Igneous.
I'm gonna cool point that. I'm gonna cool point that just because. I'm just gonna add a
use your
d6.
cool-
7. Makes sense. Igneous is still thinking about the
That was a
kid and
d5.
his-
Whoops. There we go. D6.
Oh, I got a 21.
Okay. Saran and Aster, you know where Ren's stuff fell.
Yeah.
You saw his spellbook, his cloak, or his robes. You saw those fall. And Aster, you also saw 2 sword hilts that kind of look like they had dragon claws on them, wrapped in dragon leather, without blades that fell as well.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, Kruvar, what are you doing?
Kruvar.
Oh, my turn already went through.
Oh, what did you do?
I attack like I.
Oh,
you
yes,
made,
my
you
bad,
made
my bad,
the
my bad.
bird. You made the bird come closer.
Yes,
Sorry.
this roll is Kruvar's roll. Kruvar also sees where those things fell.
Okay.
Okay, the bird is no longer paralyzed at the end of its turn. That's all it can do. It's going to... click clack.
Okay.
You'll have to share some of his abilities,
but-
Boston, after this, because it's like we just basically made it void.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can
So,
whittle this.
Quick Clack
down
is going
settle.
to draw another arrow, pop the hood, and the Trask will probably see him pop the hood because he's going to fire it right at the Trask's face.
I never noticed the Tarrasque kind of looks like a Triceratops.
You look
Kinda
like
does.
a Triceratops.
Yeah.
Okay, Nate? Despite everything, the Tarask does not see you open the hood.
Really?
He missed it.
I'll give it advantage because you're attacking it. Okay, it does notice. Is that a 15 to hit?
Can you say since he doesn't see him, maybe he has advantage because he doesn't see that he's attacking?
Well, he would see. So Click-Clack's attack, the fact that there's something coming from where he is.
That's fair.
Is that a prismatic spray arrow?
Yes. So here's a D8.
Okay, I'll give you my dex save.
So
17.
17 does not succeed.
Let's go.
So
Okay,
4.
what are we dealing with?
As the arrow bounces off and the spell activates, this is green. In a 68 each creature in 60 foot makes a dex save for each target. Roll a d8 to determine the color of the spray. Since his was green, the target takes 10d6 poison on a fail or half as much on a success.
And since he failed,
he's 10d6 poison, which might not do anything.
we'll
It's a
have
Trask.
to see.
We'll have to see. 42.
Give me perception, Lordak, Click-Clack, and Jen.
I'm not liking this game.
Let's see what works. Nope. Hey, lower deck actually.
Yeah?
Actually,
Hey,
Lower Deck,
that's
Buddy!
Funny.
Lordak and Rendon, you know it is immune to poison, and with that natural 20, Rendon, I'll tell you, he's also immune. Never mind, there's nothing else he's immune to.
He's only immune to fire and poison.
It's fire, poison. I'll tell you, he is immune to the charmed condition.
Well, okay. That.
Yeah.
You kind of noticed that earlier.
Yeah.
There's some glint in his eyes. That nat 20, you read him like a book. All right. Is there anything else?
That I believe is his turn.
Jin.
Does the forge do anything real quick?
Oh, that's right. The forge.
Oh yes, yeah.
As Click-Clack pops that back in, he's going to take his 2 hammers back that are sitting on the floor from shooting the bow, and he's going to smack the 2 anvils, one on each side of the little pocket room, and that's going to take the arms to come up and both try to uppercut underneath the Trask's head. So
Kind of like a kick. Yeah.
This is a plus 13 to hit.
Good chance of hitting.
So 27.
That
and 32.
hits. That hits.
Okay, neither are a crit, but I'll take it. 46 plus 7, since fire does nothing.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, fire does absolutely nothing.
So basically 12.
So there's a 24 on the first and a 21 on the second as it pop.
Okay, 45.
I mean, it's not great, but it could be consistent if we had enough time.
Yeah, over time this would whittle it down, but Lordak specifically wants this thing gone within the next 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Or else I might need to kill Click-Clack.
Okay.
Okay. my
Anything
turn now.
else for the forge? Is it moving or is it going to stay there?
It's gonna push closer to it, closer to the Trask. Like it can't do anything. It's not gonna be able to climb up on a standing Trask. But
All right, Jin.
Okay. Am I within its range still? I imagine.
It can absolutely still attack you, yes.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna try this since if it fails, it can't really do anything. I'm gonna cast Hold Monster.
Okay, there we go.
Another Wisdom save.
19.
Yeah. Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna Silvery Barbs that.
Silvery barbs, yeah.
Silvery Barbs.
I rolled a higher thing, so I rolled a 19, and it has a plus 9.
Oh.
That's okay. You never know.
Hey, you miss every shot you don't take.
Exactly. Okay, bonus action. I still have my majesty thing going up, so I'm gonna attempt again to same command. I said, grovel, you miserable beast. Another wisdom save.
19.
Frick you.
Can't keep pulling 10s.
Okay. All right. I guess that's it.
Cool. Igneous.
Trying.
Okay. This is a weird question, though.
Yeah.
Since the Ignis is very, he feels bad for the kid. Would you? He doesn't know locate object, but he knows of locate object. Can I roll something for him to be successful in attempting to use the spell? Even if I have to find a material component, because I specifically don't know the spell.
Like an amateur attempt to magic?
Right.
Okay,
Like,
start me off with an Arcana roll.
Okay. Give me 1 second. $22.
Okay. You remember the spell, and you kind of get the vibe that you can definitely attempt it. I'm going to need now a history check for you to recall the last time you've seen it in written form.
Okay. Not one.
What is this for?
You think you could, there's a chance you could pull it off. If you failed, it might backfire on you, but you do not remember at all what the incantations are. Like you have no idea where to start.
What is this?
Okay.
It's sort of like amateur jerry rig a locate object spell, but that's a no in this situation.
Okay. That is fine. I guess I'll just fully go out. I'll fully go outside.
Are you opening the door?
Yeah.
That would bring down the enemy.
You pull a lever. The adamantine shielding goes away from the door, and the door opens.
And then I'll step out.
Cool. And one of the guards behind you instantly closes it. He goes, "Good luck." Sorry.
Okay.
He said sorry to you. He cares about you.
Oh.
Aw. Love at first sight, right there.
And the fanfiction archives are
R34 right there. Garden Igneous.
Igneous X random guard.
Stop it.
Wow.
That's what we call a self.
And you guys were complaining about the 9/11 joke earlier.
I'm gonna
Again.
go to the bathroom really quick. You guys have fun.
But again, that's what we call like a self-insert. Like you self-insert yourself.
Someone's
as a
OC.
card. Yeah.
That's my OC.
I guess I have an idea of what to do. I can definitely see the bird though, right?
You're
Okay. I'm gonna dimension door myself on top of the bird.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing you can do.
Isn't the bird kind of free falling, basically?
Probably on the head if I can.
Be the new Ren.
sure. It's moving slowly enough. I think you could look, and then with a warping and rippling of space, almost as if you sucked yourself into a black hole. Another black hole opens, and you appear out of it on top of the bird.
So Rand just sees Igneous pop.
Yeah, as this thing is coming right at you, immediate eye contact.
I just wave at Saran.
Is it
And,
that meme from Umbrella Academy where like the guy is going to the cars?
I would attack it, but I don't. I need an action, and that was it.
That was her action. You have bonus action, anything? Your wizard.
No. I had used Missed Step, but that's only 30 feet, so.
Yeah, that wouldn't have reached. Well, you prepared next time.
Okay. Do I see anything, any of Ren's belongings or anything in the bird that...
With that roll before, no.
Oh,
They
perception.
have fallen off. You know they're not on the bird, but you do not know where they are.
Okay. That's gonna be it.
Okay.
All right.
Aster.
I'm gonna cast Call Lightning on the bird.
Oh boy.
All right, what did I miss?
Cool. And I think you did fly forward last time, so I'm going to move you forward. Is there a fine?
No.
What did I
Call
miss?
Lightning go sway.
I guess it depends
So what?
on what area of the bird.
Yeah, it's a big bird. Flynn, where are you putting it?
You can easily hit the wing.
Nice.
On the bird.
Sick. Okay, it's a deck save.
Where on the bird?
Yeah.
Okay, it got a 16.
That should be a failure.
It
but
doesn't.
it's-
It doesn't
Yeah.
say.
That's a
Oh, it
failure.
automatically fails. That's right, automatic failure.
Even though, so that would be a failure on her.
Flynn, it would be against your spell save DC, but it automatically fails because it's frozen. So just roll damage for Call Lightning.
One
And-
second.
It is more potent during a storm, and I will note, off in the distance, a storm is indeed brewing
Oh no.
and
crap.
growing closer.
Oh,
And I think
crap.
its proximity will be enough to charge up Call Lightning. So
21 damage.
it does extra damage, I believe,
I
Is it-
already did it. Put it in.
with the storm stuff.
Yeah, it's 3d10. And,
Those are D8s.
And then it's. Oh,
You roll D8s.
oops. Ignore that one. 23 damage.
Hey, that's better.
Yeah, so it's 3d10s and then plus 1d10 if there's a storm.
Awesome. Oh, whoops. I did not edit that correctly.
23.
Okay. Bonus action?
How is this guy looking?
Horrible. This lightning bolt arcs out of the sky, hits it, and just draws like a line of char and ember down the line of its wing, and it looks like a half prepared chicken, like if you're plucking it.
Okay, I need to see what Mr. Chomp's range is.
Uh,
Oh, it
You
says.
can get closer.
Da-da.
Yeah, you can get pretty close to that thing.
You
Plus
absolutely can get within
30.
range.
To 90 feet, it says. Yeah, so I'll get in range and then I'll have Mr. Chomp go.
Okay, yeah, so you can get within like. Is there fine?
Mr.
Yeah.
Chomp getting the final
If he's-
kill in this
yeah,
thing.
If he's
Okay,
probably
he got-
not.
Oh, it has advantage because it's frozen. Advantage because it's frozen.
Oh my
Okay, so
gosh.
he rolled.
Roll one more time.
It's really happening.
I don't think it'll do that much damage.
That hits.
Roll for damage.
Roll for damage. No, remember hit the thing again. Not
Yeah,
the thing
you
again.
click where it says Mr. Chomp
I
until
did
it lights
that.
up
On the
red.
chat.
No,
On
until
the chat.
until it lights up red in the chat.
Oh,
where it
on the
says-
thing.
Yeah, make sure it lights up red and then click that.
Damage.
7.
Yeah.
Just barely, not enough.
Oh no, it's at 1 HP.
Mr. Chomp,
It's at 1 HP.
he's kind of on the back of this pterodactyl form. He spits a seed as it hits the same hole that Cinder had made with his gun through its head. As it sticks into this thing's brain, you just missed the lobe you would have to hit to fully shut its motor functions down. It is barely standing.
Oof. Well, it's Rendon's
That
turn.
brings us to Rendon.
Yay! I'm trying to move screen.
Brendan, can you get the final hit on this thing?
You have
This
range.
big giant bird sitting on the ground over here, right?
No,
Sit-
it's
Gliding
in the
slowly.
air.
How high up is it?
It is at 100 feet, 150 feet up in the air.
Okay. Rendon is going to have the Allosaurus run him around the building so he can get a clear shot. He's going to summon Trent as a bow and arrow. And since he just has regular bow and arrow, Rendon forms into an arrow, or Trent forms into an arrow, not one of the special ones because he doesn't have a quiver. Oh. Hey, she's right there.
Does
Does she have? She doesn't have any
That's
more
not
arrows,
bad.
does she?
Nope.
didn't
She
you
gave-
say?
she-
Oh, Click-Clack was the one that.
She gave him away.
You just need to deal 1 damage. That's all
Okay.
you need to do.
1 damage. You just need to hit.
Okay.
And you're rolling with advantage.
Would you say
And
that
Rendon-
he's not quite because he is in a slight like thing? I don't know, like because normal like longbow would be like 150 range before it's disadvantage.
I'd say
So maybe-
I'd say you can get just barely within the normal. So you can roll with advantage. I will allow it.
Okay.
Okay. Rolling with advantage.
Running in on a dinosaur, most badass thing that could ever exist.
in his full green plated armor.
So Reddit last hit.
Let's see. Brendan does last hit. I need
After
to.
healing and then make the soldiers be like, "What do I do? Run around."
Yeah, his soldiers have no idea what to do. But if he misses, he's gonna tell the soldiers to try to shoot it anyway.
They'll probably roll disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay, +9 to hit.
Okay. You need
So-
an 11 or higher.
Oh,
That's literally a 50-50. It's
It-
literally a coin flip.
How about a 15?
Hey!
He looses an arrow. And it does, as it's flying through the air, it's gonna hit with.
Wait, no, that doesn't hit.
What?
Never mind.
That misses.
Oh,
Oh, you said.
He-
Oh, you need to
Advantage.
roll an
Advantage.
You're
Advantage,
dying.
roll
You
again.
need to
Advantage,
roll
advantage.
an 11. You need to
I-
roll
roll
11.
again.
Hey!
Yay!
Opa!
Okay,
So you
Rendon, describe to me the final hit on this big bird.
As Randon draws back the bow and he releases the arrow, this kind of woody stem-looking arrow, like that's just kind of been grown out of Trent. This arrow flies up through the air and catches just underneath this right eye, or the left eye, under the jaw as it pokes up and pops out the eye. The head jerks up, and Igneous, you're on it, or are
Yep.
you under it?
I'm on it. On the
Yeah,
head.
you feel the jerk as the arrow slams up through the eye, and you see the point of the arrow sticking out as the arrow just kind of disintegrates away in just kind of like some green mist, and the bird's head kind of droops.
It doesn't have an eye, but you hit where the eye would be.
Oh
Doesn't
yes, sorry.
droop
Where that eye
necessarily
would
because
be.
it's frozen, isn't it?
Yeah, it's frozen. So, but it like,
It's still gonna be gliding.
yeah.
It's the same. It's just dead now.
Yep.
It is dead. Yeah, feel its life force dwindle away.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Brendan has no idea that it died. From 100 feet below it, he has no idea that it's now dead.
You have no clue. It just looks normal.
It's literally a worser moment back when we fought that Leviathan thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because
Someone
because
be
he's
like,
not certain that it's dead, he's gonna have his soldiers come, march their 20 feet, and they're going to unleash their barrage.
Oh no!
I'm gonna die. I'm literally going to die if any of that hits, because they
Well,
have the delayed spell,
You got the
delayed fire blast.
Halloween.
Also, the reason I jumped in there is to see if I can have a better vantage point to see if I find something like a house similar to what the kid described.
Oh, near
Okay.
the river.
That's too bad.
So, Boston,
give
you-
me a perception.
Before he
For
gets
Advantage because I'm higher up.
He's on a mission. He doesn't care about the bird. He's just like, gotta find.
Give me perception with advantage.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome because he's got a
22.
plus 10. Oh, is this for Igneous or?
It's for Igneous.
Okay.
Igneous, you spot a house that sounds pretty similar to the one he was talking about. At which point, a hail of arrows comes sailing in. Roll to hit with. Are you commanding all of them to let loose?
The general is going to command them to fire.
So 10 of these.
Mm-hmm.
Directed where? On the wing?
Well, that's the closest thing they can hit because they all have just longbows, so like they can't.
Okay.
They won't be able to hit here.
Yeah, that's really far. Plus it being up there. They could probably.
Okay, here's the deal. What is their modifier? To hit.
Their modifier to hit is I think it's a +8. Yep.
Okay, here's the deal. If they miss its AC by 10, like by 10, yeah. If they miss the AC by 10, so if they roll a 10, it will not touch the bird and will not explode and will explode some houses. But if they get 11 or higher, it will touch the bird. So on the dice, basically you need to roll not a 1 or a 2. If you roll anything other than 1 or 2, it will hit the bird enough to blow up. So just roll 10d10 or the 10d20.
Okay.
I mean
That's one.
Okay.
Oh.
None of them hit the ground, but all of them hit the bird.
Okay. All of them hit the bird.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What's this?
Okay.
The cartilage.
Okay. It is 32d6 per arrow.
Oh, that's
meaning there are 320 d6. Nate, type into the Roll20 chat for me. /roll space
I got it.
320 d6.
Yep. Here we go.
Oh.
Where you-
What the heck?
Holy crap.
Why?
Okay.
1,200 damage.
This is what I'm ruling here. This is enough damage to kill some gods. This is.
What if we?
All of these arrows, 10 arrows, an unassuming amount of arrows, not that bad, come sailing up, coming down. Ignis, you don't instantly think, oh, this is gonna cause mass. You're just like, oh, they're shooting arrows at the bird.
Yeah, I don't know what
That's
happened.
the impact. It's like in Fallout when you explode like a ton of warheads and the game kind of glitches.
Like a carpet bomb.
Just a bright, blinding light. Roll a con save.
Oh dear.
Yeah, like, you'd be blinded.
Because this is a magical effect. Do I have advantage because of my robe?
I'll give you
Or
advantage.
no?
I'll give you advantage.
Thank you. 14.
But Boston, that's only to hit. That's only to be able to hit the wing and
The
Blade
amount of heat and shockwave that this much energy causes. We are ignoring the spell description. This is a physics lesson at this point. Igneous, you are not permanently blinded for the rest of your life, but you are blinded. Roll me a d6. 1d6.
1d6. Yeah, I'm like right there.
Saran's there, by the way, as
Oh,
well. Do you
Saran-
want me to roll anything as well?
Yeah, Saran, you give me a con save too.
Are any of these guys on the floor that are just underneath this?
Yeah, Aster and Cinder and Kruvar, I'll take some from you guys too.
Oh my gosh.
No, no,
And
Saran's literally right there, and you fire all of that.
And Rendon.
Yeah, Rendon too.
All right,
Everyone is going to be blinded.
All right,
Anyone
Cinder,
who can see
What have
this,
you done?
Wait, so what roll do we have to make? Is it a con save?
Con save.
Con
The
save.
first roll
You
is
need to
Saran's.
get a 17 or higher to not be blinded at all.
Yeah, I got a
Oh,
20.
gosh.
I think everybody made it.
Okay. Rendon,
And
you're
here's
really the
Rendon.
last person.
Oh, flip.
Rendon, you are permanently blinded.
Oh, if it isn't the consequences of your own actions.
The light sears your eyes. They are in horrific pain, and the world is darkness.
Which makes sense because Rendon just looked up to shoot the arrow and he saw it hit, and then he sees, oh, there's 10 more arrows. Oh, crap.
The shockwave, the air displacement, everything. Ignis, give me a strength save.
Yeah.
Rendon, give me a strength save. Saran, give me a strength save. Master Cinder, Kruvar. All of you.
Wait,
Friends
one
save.
second. What's
Wait.
Saran's? Hold on. Saran's con modifier might be different.
is-
+6. Oh, hold on. I think
Ignis, you are blinded for 5 hours.
Okay.
And Rendon rolled in that one, so he's permanently
6
blind.
+ 5 + 11.
16 on that strength save.
Okay, the DC is a 17 also.
I
Hey,
got a 5.
Well,
I'm gonna be sent flying.
hey, Boston.
Okay,
The
yeah.
the con save might be different for Saran. I just realized that she would be using her dragon save. Let me just check really quick what I have in the macros.
I'm gonna
Okay.
roll a percentage dice, and that is the amount of feet you'll be blown away.
oh no.
Okay, it's
That's why you're in
gonna.
the
It's actually gonna be a little lower than what I had rolled. It's gonna be like a 13, but strength save.
Okay,
so blind.
Here is the
Rendon's
strength
was a
save for
20.
Saran. That's a 16.
Guys, I rolled a 99.
You rolled a 99
no.
for what? A 99 for what?
How many
feet,
feet
the
you are
amount of-
blown back? So that's
I'm
gonna round
guessing-
up to 100 feet.
100 feet.
So move
Direction.
yourselves 100 feet away from the epicenter of this explosion.
Linger. Don't
The
The
stay.
nearby
all my
houses-
soldiers.
Are collapsed.
Are the soldiers also getting thrown?
Yeah. Give me one roll for them, and then one roll for the general. We'll just group them up.
Okay.
What's the save? What do we have to make?
You have to beat a 17.
Oh, actually.
Okay, so
This is
Rendon's
a
not
physics
actually getting blown
lesson.
back, he's just blinded.
Rendon, yeah, would Rendon? Oh yeah.
So the soldiers are +5 on their strength, I think.
Roll
Yeah.
for a cinder as well, Spencer.
So the
Okay.
soldiers are flying.
Soldiers plant themselves to the ground as the wind comes rushing down, just a cloud of dust is pushed back. No,
like the
not
pun.
to mention the bird. Ignis, yeah, you're pushed 100 feet away,
I'm in the air
and then come falling down.
The wounds are
The velocity at which you are moving and then also impacting the ground.
Oh no! Oh, Sway! Oh, Sway! Come back!
What?
with
What have I
You
done?
take 32 damage as you impact the ground.
Oh, okay. You're fine. You're fine.
how much?
The bird is blown to pieces. Starting
Is
with
it-
its ring,
is it-
its wing,
is it
its wing
raining?
is-
It's raining.
its wing is vaporized.
Is it
Atomized
raining like
completely.
bits?
It is raining bits. The ice instantly vanished in a flash. The feathers fully disintegrated. The flesh fully disintegrated. It's just chunks of charred bone that have been scattered like shrapnel,
The fact too that it was a
ripping
perfect.
through buildings.
The fact too that it was a perfect, just like rounded 100 number. It's also crazy.
Yeah,
too.
that
This
just
is
adds to
insane.
the whole the effect.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
It's just funny because Ignis is like, oh, I think that's the house. Boom.
The house gets
Yes.
destroyed.
A nuclear fallout has hit the second tower.
Magical! So this is a magical nuke that just went off, huh?
Yeah,
You could kill two.
Yeah.
You could kill two Tarrasques with that.
you could have killed the turret if it
You
wasn't
could have
immune to fire
killed
damage.
it. I mean,
If
it's
it wasn't immune to fire damage, you would vaporize it.
I think
my
we might
gosh.
need to. I think that we might need to like rethink some of this stuff. I don't think we should be able to do that.
It
Save,
took a
save
while
that.
to like,
Save that for the
Ingenuity.
final fight. Save that for the final fight. Okay.
It took 6 months of preparation though.
The
for that,
BBEG,
so.
we go against him, and then
Click,
we just one shot him.
Click is the Oppenheimer of this universe. In the universe where Oppenheimer exists, you Oppenheimered before Oppenheimer.
Yeah, it's true. He
Since
he is alive right now.
after this happened, then Click retires to Earth and becomes a scientist.
He's
And
disguised.
adopts the name.
Rendon.
I have
is-
become death.
Okay, so Boston. Is Rendon close
Destroyer
enough
of
to take
birds.
fire damage? Does Rendon take any actual damage from this, or is he just blind?
I'm gonna be nice and not burn you guys.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
How much damage did I take from being flown away?
It is 32.
Since I'm like flying, do I? Still,
Give me a deck save to not plummet into the ground.
Do you want me to make one too as well, Boston?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll do that with the dragon.
There's the crater.
That's a 23 deck save for Saran.
that's a
Awesome.
three.
You maintain the air. Felina, you crash into the ground. I'm gonna roll individually for you as well.
Okay.
This is only going to your Quetzalcoatlus form, so if this knocks you out of your form, then you will be shapeshifted back.
Just
This thing has 30 hit points. So you take 10 damage because the 30 kills the Quetzalcoatlus. So you hit the ground, you shapeshift back, and then you take 10 damage to your Aster form.
Just Valora just like flying at full speed in the distance, and she just like sees the city and just immediately
The mushroom cloud.
I love
Explosion happening.
Who's drawing the nuke?
The army charges
Oh boy.
as they begin to approach the broken bridge in full force. Lordak, it's your turn.
Wait, the army charging? What do you mean army charging?
The army that has been waiting and watching for a sign sees this happen and goes, "Oh, we're going."
I
This
think
is our
they
sign.
should be intimidated. I think that there should be a little bit of intimidation roll right there.
They don't know where it's
Bob.
coming from, but I do agree. Rendon, roll me intimidation with advantage.
Also,
Well, I don't think Rendon's very intimidating, but let's see.
I think
I no
that
longer
nuke is
have-
pretty intimidating.
I would say the army should do a wisdom saving throw or something. I don't know.
Oh, they will with disadvantage.
Also, Boston,
Well,
I
that's not very great.
I
Plus,
accidentally put Igneous away from the map, and I cannot grab him anymore.
Oh no!
No, Ignis.
He got flung out of existence.
He got flung to the shadow
yeah,
realm.
he's gone. 14 is what you got.
Yeah.
Plus, and no
I rolled
pluses?
a 9 on the dice. Now let me see the soldiers'
Come on, not a plus.
wisdom.
There's nothing.
They got a 10 total.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they turn around and they go
They're
back
like-
into the portal.
They're like, nope.
They actually
Hey, Bob.
retreat back into the portal. I'm gonna roll for the Archmages as a whole. We'll see if the Archmages turn back. The Archmages do remain as they kind of look at everyone leaving and go, hey, what are we doing? Hey, we have people to fight. Oh, wait, no, it's at disadvantage. That's my bad. Oh, okay, no. Yeah, they still remain. Okay, so the grunts are gone.
They're like, we didn't sign up for this.
And there are...
You know it. That was worth it.
Just to let you know,
There are
each one of those
32
archers,
archers remaining.
each one of these archers still has 2 of those arrows.
No!
No.
Brother.
Bro.
32 Archmages remain in the portals.
Okay.
Their legs visibly quivering.
Yeah.
So you should-
Lordak, back in the domain,
Anyways.
unaware of any of this.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Wait, Christian, question. How long does the domain last?
Until something dies.
Until something dies.
And I think this is the
Or
last
he
turn
faints.
for the.
Or he
thing?
faints.
Or he
2?
faints.
Or I faint. There is one
so-
more way, but I don't know if I want to tell the others. Lost.
Yeah, it's up to you.
I won't then.
Interesting. Okay. Fine then. Keep your secrets.
I will. What do you want, Nate?
Never mind. I'll bring it up later.
Okay.
That's probably the
Okay,
highest
there's
damage
one-
we've ever dealt in the game.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
bring it
no
up
way.
later.
100.
Like,
100, yes.
definitely. There's
We've
no-
done
There
like
will
I think we've done like 600 damage before when Scott dropped out of the sky
With an anvil or
Yeah.
something, or
Was that
as
600?
There
as
was-
like a giant creature. But yeah,
That
There
was
was
probably
no. There
That
was
probably
no
the
no
second
damage.
most.
With that one, if I remember correctly, there was no damage. Boston just said that most things were dead.
oh, that's
I
right.
didn't roll. Yeah, I just said majority. But yeah, it did
No,
not
would
quite
you say?
compare to
Would
this.
you say? Okay, I was gonna say, would it be equivalent? Because like you blew away pretty similarly lots of people in that area with just that.
It was a different sort of situation. The radius was bigger, but the damage, the potent damage, like if you're in the epicenter of this, it would have done more. Anyway, Lordak,
That's-
yes, what are you doing?
How high up are we?
On top of the forge? That's up to you, Click Clack. How tall is this thing?
How tall is it?
Yeah.
About 40 feet tall.
Okay.
That's upsetting. So then I can't
But it
misty
was-
step off of it.
You could.
But it was
Wow.
higher than or bigger than the Tarrasque, wasn't it?
Does it have like legs you can slide down?
It does. Think of this forge as one of the
I
the
don't want to use
ancient
move.
construct things. What are those called from Breath of the Wild?
The
Oh,
oh,
Guardians.
yeah,
Divine
yeah.
Beast.
The
No,
divine
the-
beasts?
Guardians.
no, the Guardians.
Oh, the guardians. It'd be a big guardian.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but think
huge
of it
guardian.
designed like that.
Hey, Boston.
It looks
Yeah.
similar to a Guardian.
Is Saran currently blinded?
What did you roll for your con save?
13.
Roll a d6.
I don't like this game.
I think I think of Squidward's house. Do you remember that episode?
Squidward.
Where like his house gets up and like destroys the
Oh,
city.
yeah.
That's a 4.
Okay, anyway. You're blinded for 4 hours.
Oh, shoot.
Well, at
All right,
least,
Lordak, yes. I believe you can slide off of it.
well, you can cure blindness with certain spells.
I didn't. Well, sliding off me use my boost. Oh, that's the question.
Give me a acrobatics check. Okay. It's gonna only use 10 of your movement to get down.
That's fine, man.
And
So
you
I'll do
can-
that.
You should be able to run up to
I
it.
will. Well, I'm not running up to it.
Or-
I'm going to misty step up to it. Right. Right here. I'm going to take 2 slashes at it.
Okay.
One second. Mark. Down. All right, and then let me roll those just to
What?
see if there's crits.
What happened? Where is Jin at?
No crits.
That's a good question. I do not know.
Where is she at?
Since she still should be down there, though.
Should just be in the center of.
Here.
She's dead.
Why am I
I'll
over
show it.
here? Why am I over
She
there?
got yeeted.
I don't know.
She somehow
The-
got yeeted by the blast.
The blast is
This
so
one was
powerful
so
it traveled
big.
between dimensions.
Only affecting me.
Yeah.
Also,
So let
Boston,
me roll
enough
the
to kill a
damage.
god, eh?
Some gods, minor gods.
Might as well save that for
Right,
a future
so-
day.
See, so the
Like I
first
said, just
one,
one shot the big bad final boss.
30.
Just all of us pull out our bows and arrows, just like, all right, we're not screwing around here. Boom, boom, boom,
And
boom.
then this time I am using Divine Smite on both attacks. And those are the last all of my spell points.
So does you actually hitting make it so it crits?
What?
Like if you hit it with the
It doesn't
big
auto crit. He has to roll to
Yeah.
determine crits.
Okay.
Right.
But
So 49 plus 39 plus 14 plus another 30. 29, 50, 53, 93. If my
93
math is
damage?
right.
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then because I have fancy footwork, I will move away 20 feet.
Okay, so do that 3 more times, and I'll kill him.
Okay, you go up to it, take your rapier, and you jam it into its arm as you funnel pure radiant energy up to the tip, and it explodes within his flesh, leaving a crater.
Yep.
Is that it, Lordak?
Yeah, after I back away.
Okay.
Saber.
Saber continues running. He's got 1 round left before he catches up with the guy, or
Yep.
where the guy was.
Yeah. It's so futile.
It's fine.
Cinder.
Well, they're all
They just go shoot at the mages.
Cinder. Did Cinder?
He
He's
succeeded.
here.
He succeeded his saves, both con and strength. So
Oh, okay. So he's one of the ones who can actually see.
he just like stares at it and just smiles. Just the wind blows against him. But let's see.
I guess does he just prepare for?
He is going to turn his attention to what next. So he currently is about somewhere
From his height,
between
he
60
sees-
to 100 feet in the air.
He sees the archmages, the 32 archmages, standing at the portal.
Okay.
Where's the portal at?
Where's the portal at?
It is just outside of the city.
So like where the bloodbath is?
No, it's further down from that. In the grander schemes, it's like down here, but like
Okay.
We can
Okay.
do that.
So out of range of any shots, but he takes note of that.
We just need a new.
He's also going to look in the direction of the storm. Does he notice anything in the storm coming its way?
roll perception.
Okay. 17.
Something else for us to fight.
17. You notice. It's hard to tell. There's a lot of like muddled images, but you notice one larger flying silhouette.
Fair drain. There he is. Right now there's not really much he can do. So he's just gonna EOT here.
Cool.
Just
Question.
yeah.
We're
Yeah.
gonna lair action this thing, by the way.
Oh yes, yeah.
Let's. Can I have the wolves do damage without bringing the trash to
Yeah.
me?
Mhm.
Let's do that because I don't want to deal with that in my face. Okay. So that is 3d8 plus 5 base damage, full damage. 3d8. 18 cold
then-
damage.
18 cold.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. That does it. So a wolf head comes up and bites onto its hand, and then goes down and disappears.
It's not much, but the whittle.
Damage is damage.
If I can kill this thing in here, I get some good stuff, I think.
Okay, Saran.
Okay, so I am blinded for 4 hours.
Unless you
Does that
can heal
apply to
yourself
the other form
somehow.
as well?
Yeah, I feel like so.
It's quite a significant situation, so yes, I would say so.
Okay.
Oh,
So basically, Saran will change the other form to test it out. She notices she's still blind. She's gonna curse under her breath, and she is just gonna.
You got 2 blind characters now.
Shut up.
No.
She does have an 11 perception. Given
Well, she's
her expertise and
blind.
like her battle strategy being more of like a, kind of like watching. Basically, since she's a rogue and she also practices and being invisible as well, and like watching how she um makes noise whenever she goes in for an attack and all that kind of stuff. Um, can I just roll perception to get around effectively?
Sure, sure.
Okay. 20.
Okay, you're able to maneuver. Where are you wanting to head?
Okay. She would you because she's currently still flying in the air. Oh wait, she was flying in the air. So
Switches back. falls.
she would have landed before she changed form, but um with her being back on the ground, she's gonna try to see if there's a like she's gonna walk along. Does she notice Igneous at all with that perception check? Because Igneous is
Oh, is
not
he?
that
Oh, he's
far.
right up there.
Yeah, he's right there.
So
Can I
He's
grab him?
like about
Can't. He's kind of stuck.
outside of that. I cannot move him.
Made the map bigger in one direction.
I can. I can just make it taller. Maybe. We'll see what direction it goes. No, it goes down.
That's okay. I mean,
it's fine. Yeah, you can find him.
Okay. Saran is gonna go up to Igneous and ask him if he's all right.
he just like raises his left thumb, like just thumbs up, but he's like face planted on the ground.
It's like I'm not hearing anything.
He doesn't know you're blind.
She's just gonna reach down and grab him and just take him with her.
As you pick him up, his eyes are fully like clouded over. Wait, you don't know. You don't know.
She can see that.
You are also blind.
She's not picking him up. She's just grabbing him and dragging him.
Okay.
So she's just gonna start moving along with Igneous, which I can't grab, so we'll just leave him there physically, I guess.
There's an instant of like, hey, guys, what happened? It got really bright and now it's all dark.
It's
I
so
don't know
dark.
what
I can't
happened.
see.
Saran hears this and is like, well, someone decided to unleash some big explosion. Now I can't see either.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, Tarask, sure.
I think
And
that
that'll
sorry,
just be,
Saran, is
that'll
that
be
it?
OT for Saran.
Okay. The Trask. I'm gonna roll again. See if it's going to lose its attention off of the thingy.
The Lord
Okay.
Deck did do
Lower deck, are you underneath the forge at this point?
he said he was stepping out.
Well, he's
Oh,
right
no, he
here.
came back.
He's in
Oh, he
the
came
chat
back.
right now. I think
So you
he
wouldn't have
is
had enough
kind of,
movement to get back on top, so you have to be
yeah.
under.
I think he is underneath it.
Okay, it's gonna attack him at disadvantage. That's gonna do a couple of claw attacks.
If that's at disadvantage, then I can't.
Okay, a 21 and a 28, I think. Yeah, 28. So I think those both hit. They hit last time.
Oh boy.
Well, lower deck is going to go down again. It's
Well, if he's going down, then the whole domain will go down.
yeah.
Also, Lordak going down in his own domain.
So it ends it. It just ends it.
Yeah, it has happened before. It just ends.
Okay.
It's just not a good sign for his relation with those he.
He says he's
Works
going to
with.
uncanny
He
dodge
has
one of those.
31. He has 31 hit points. The one I will let him uncanny dodge the first one, which did I believe 32. So
That
it will
puts
have to
him at 15 then.
16 plus
There's
18.
no way.
34.
Yeah.
It's still enough to drop him.
Yeah, it's still going to drop him.
So it reaches its claws underneath the legs of the forge and basically smacks him up into the bottom of the forge and then just does it again. And the domain breaks down. The Trask reappears.
Oh,
As
hold on.
does
You're
He's
saying
saying wait.
Oh,
His sheet says he has 37.
37. Okay. You have 3 hit points left then. On here it says 31 hit points is what I'm seeing.
maybe it says 7. It's just hard to see.
No, it's 31 on it
Oh,
here.
Yeah, it's 31 on here. I also.
I think it's
probably the connection. Like I don't know.
Could have not updated.
Eh,
what's your verdict, Boston?
Nice. He must be nice and maybe keep him up. I think it'd be cool to see if we can get him
I'll
down.
go off of his sheet.
Do I have control of the activity now?
So off of what he's saying.
Okay. Those 2 hit, and then it's going to give a disadvantaged tail whip at him.
Oh well, then it probably doesn't matter anything.
That hits.
Yeah, he's down now.
For sure.
It just meant he took another hit.
Which is fine. I mean, it takes. That's one less hit
Yeah.
on any of us.
As it hits him, the domain then dissolves.
Hey, if we get him back up another time and he's able to recharge it, he can try it again.
Well, the
True,
thing is,
he
about
does have to
damage.
roll. I forget what the chances are. I think it drops down to 25%. Is that right, Christian?
I mean,
Okay. I'm gonna roll a percentage dice for you.
What does he give?
If we get 25 or under, you can use it again.
Nope.
It's a 71, so you lose the use of it for today.
Oh well.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
It was useful though.
Right. That took 3 of its
Yeah.
attacks. It's still got its bite attack. Now that it is out and about, no longer has a master. It's still attacking a thing that's been hurt it. So it's going to attack the forge, which does no damage to it.
Good to know.
And then it's going to horn attack the forge, doing no damage to it. Kruvar, seeing this thing back, are you going to banish it?
That is a good question.
Interesting.
It looks harmed, but it is still strong.
Can I tell that it is disappearing too, or no?
Ooh,
Roll me Arcana.
I really want to try. Oh, I want
Oh,
to.
that is igneous
Okay.
actually. Sorry, is a different mod. I think. Yeah, that's a +7. So if I keep the same roll, it would be a 20 instead of a 20.
20. You can tell that because Ren's gone, the grasp of this thing is still... the grasp of it on this plane is fading, and you can tell it's only got about 6 seconds left before it vanishes.
Okay, I won't bother, and then
Okay. What is anything Kruvar will do?
Is there anything that I notice or that I need to roll?
One thing you notice is all these things reappearing. You can see that like Mouth of the Wolf has split open and then disappeared into smoke, and they have reappeared.
I guess I'll just try to go where everybody else is. Like to.
Oh, Aster is
Gather?
definitely 100 feet down from there.
Oh. Because I was not. I don't know if he was also like blown away.
The dinosaur?
No, Kruver.
Oh,
Himself.
did you roll for him?
I did.
Why can't I control Aster without controlling the big circle? Okay, there we go.
Yeah, so he got a 19 on the first roll. And I guess I didn't roll a strength for him.
Okay, yeah, give us a quick strength.
Okay, what is his? Still.
Yeah, you're blown 100 feet away.
Okay.
So just put yourself a little bit below where Aster is.
I guess I would just stand up, have him stand up, and then start like trying to go where everybody else is, like just gather. Of course, away from the Trask.
Gotcha.
Maybe help Aster stand up if she was knocked or like prone.
Anything else?
That's gonna be it.
All right. Anything for Click-Clack?
Okay. I'm gonna say real quick. Actually, I want to try. I'm gonna say Click-Clack. If you can heal Glordak and then grab him, and then both you kind of move out of the way, I'm gonna do something here.
Well, Click-Clack's inside the forge still.
Yeah, I know. But like you can heal Glordak, right? You can get and like pick him up and then tell you to kind of move out of the way of that thing.
As in pick him up, as in heal him up, not
Yeah,
go down.
or I mean, at least pick him up and get him out of the way. And if you can heal him at the same time, then yeah.
Well, he's not going to be. Click-Clack is slow. He will not be able to do both heal and
more like on the forge. When like I'm saying, like you can be on the forge and have the forge kind of move away as well.
Yes, but he's under the forge.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if the forge can pick him up.
No, the forge is not that dexterous.
It would be like one of those claw machines.
Yeah, it could just kill
pick him up. Okay, I at least will say. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So is it Click-Clack right now?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna pop out of the hood. He's gonna. Lordak's down underneath. So yeah, he's gonna use his speed to, because I have to see him to cast the spell. So he's gonna slide down the leg of the forge, putting the forge on autopilot first, and he's going to heal Lordak with the. Oh, this is Brandon's. Because he would have to see him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Click-Clack could walk to the edge and look. Well, he could probably look over the edge. Or is he?
You can slide down.
Okay. He's going to slide down. And where'd Click-Clack go? There it is. Okay. He's going to cast Healing Word again. So it's a D4 plus 5.
A few more metal plates fly out and attach themselves to his more grievous wounds and seal those up.
For 8.
Cool. Yeah, he's back up at 8.
Okay. And with the remaining Click-Clack speed, because he moved 20 feet to slide down the forge, and Click-Clack speed is 45. He's going to use 25 feet. Would you let me drag Lordok for a sec?
Sure.
Okay. Do you need a strength for that?
I won't worry about it.
Okay. And he's going to drag him, I guess, 10 feet over to the building, so they're more out of the way. And then the Forge is going to move forward on autopilot and just smack the Trask again.
Cool.
So that's a hit, and that's a hit. So first one misses. The second one miss?
Is it a 23?
Yeah.
That does miss.
Okay. So it swings and just kind of glances off the armor.
Gotcha. All right.
That's
Jin.
the turn.
Okay. All right. I want to try something here. First off, I am going to move out of its range to get just out of the vineyard, so he will get an opportunity attack on me. I should be able to take a hit if he wants to attack me.
He hits you. 15 plus 19. It's a claw attack. So that's 29.
Okay. 29, so that would be 48. Okay. All right. Boston, I want to try this because I got this recently and I haven't been able to use it yet, but I think it would be cool if I can use this. I'm going to center and use reverse gravity. Let's see. I want it to then for sure to be outside of the range so I don't get hit and even they don't get hit.
Yeah, you can maneuver it like that.
Yeah, I think right there. Perfectly right there. I can center it right here. It will get the Forge, unfortunately, but that's okay. If it's okay with that. I'm just going to center it right on here, and it will cover the Tarask, the Vineyard, and the Forge.
Can you draw
So he needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Huh.
The
Does the
vineyard
Forge need to make it?
is.
Sure, yeah.
I roll a nat 20.
I'm going to silvery barbs.
Okay.
Come on,
An 8.
please. That's it?
Forge
Just
rolled,
8?
Just an 8.
Forge rolled
Let's
an 18.
go! All right.
A 15.
15, that doesn't do it. Okay.
Okay.
Boston.
They both lift up. The anvil lifts up too.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Will you say also, Boston, that I can make it so all the grapes fly up there as well?
Sure.
They also
So
make
wait,
it
fly
up
around.
there.
So wait, what's happening right now?
So I use reverse gravity. And so now the Tarask, the Forge, and all the grapes in the vineyard and such are floating, and they're 100 feet above the ground. And whatnot. Boston, I know that I think probably as an action, I can explode grapes, but I usually can't explode that many. If you would let me, maybe use some take a point or two of exhaustion or something. Will you let me be able to explode all those grapes?
I will say, since we haven't gotten much into your vineyard's upgrades and stuff, only some of them. I'll say, as a part of dispelling the vineyard, I will let you blow the grapes up.
Okay, as part of dispelling the vineyard. Okay. Let me pull up again the vineyard stuff, and I'll make sure I bring that up there.
I believe there were 32 grapes.
Yeah. Each grape does a d6 plus 5.
Oh no. Force damage as well.
So yeah, it's 32. So let's see. Roll.
This actually could kill the Tarask right here.
D6.
Yep.
Plus 5 for each. That'd be plus. What's
5
32
times 32.
times 5?
5 times 32 is 160.
Plus 160.
Dang.
He's gonna kill the Tarask right here and now.
That's 259 damage right there. A force damage.
Okay. A chain reaction of explosions ripple across the air and rip through the Tarask. How would you like to describe to me the final moments of the Tarask?
Okay. So I have to even describe the reverse gravity. Sorry, because I'll say reverse gravity. She gets out her She's pulled out like a kind of like a magical sort of microphone, kind of in a way, right? And just shouts into it while moving her hand like swirling it and just shouting and chanting and such. And then with a snap of her finger, the vineyard dispels and 32 simultaneous grapes centered around this thing just
I'll say in the last moments of the vineyard, the vines kind of snap and like flick the grapes at the Tarrasque.
That's cool, yeah. And it like they just explode in this purple just force light and such.
Yeah. And in a moment the pops of the grapes kind of sound like an applause. Like you are before an audience and you've just performed the encore and they are applauding you. And with each applause, more of the Tarrasque flesh gets blown off until it is just a husk and it floats in the air. The forge and the anvil just kind of swirling around there as well.
How much over was that? Did I just barely get that, or
Christian? It has 20 feet reach on like most of its attacks.
Yeah, it has a lot of range.
Which attack did you hit me with, though?
I know one was the tail. I don't know.
It hit you with one of its claw attacks. That's a 15-foot reach, but I mean it is close enough.
Yeah,
He moved.
it was within.
You were within, but he moved you. Collected.
Yeah.
Now, question: does the Tarrasque stay now that it's dead?
Now that it's dead, its body vanishes.
Does it leave anything behind at all?
The Tarrasque, a titan that appears every 600 years, pulled out of that cycle through an unholy, forbidden, ancient magic from the beginnings of magic itself, being vanquished. As a result of this, I'll give you a cool point.
Woo!
And a pat on the back.
Yeah, give you a D6 cool point. And as a result for killing the Tarrasque,
oh, we lost someone.
I'm just gonna pull a Fortnite. A golden token with the Tarrasque's image of it on there falls.
Okay.
Interesting.
A little
interesting. Would it be cool if we got a boon for defeating a Tarrasque?
I guess it doesn't fall. It just kind of floats in the reverse gravity well.
I will say, I guess I would drop it. By the way, I guess your forge also takes all that damage too.
How much health does the forge have?
26, it looked like.
What's the explosion radius of that thing?
25.
Yeah, the forge is gone. Partially. Well, I guess the forge is still there. It's just kind of like a little blown up around the edges. Most of the grapes were on the Tarrasque itself.
Because like they were all centered around like this big cylinder and stuff.
It is super late, so bring the session to an end.
What type of damage was that, Thomas?
Force.
59.
Oh, force damage. Yeah, it
destruction of the Tarrasque
and the forge.
Well, it quite wasn't in the range, but which with this entire situation ending, at least for the moment, we will continue with kind of what happens as a result of all of this. Because there are still those archmages, though they may not want the smoke, as they say, after seeing all this.
You see this Tarrasque just flying 100 feet up in the ground, and then just be blown
to smithereens. They're like, nope.
Yeah, I'm good.
Whatever that is, we're out of here. We already saw that big explosion.
two big explosions. One maybe less so than the other, but
As this is happening, the storm rolls in. Faradrain, Velora, and the hundreds of wyvern dragon hybrids show up just in the nick of time for the battle to be over. We will get more into conclusion stuff next week. The session will be a little late next week. Felina's got a market thing that she's gonna be selling stuff at, and I will be there helping her. And it gets out at 6. I will get home as soon as I can. So I might leave a little bit early. I'm not sure, but we will still have a session. It just might be a little later than usual.
Okay.
But it will be like a conclusion session anyway, so we might not need all the time anyway.
Question, Boston.
Yes.
Did you see the message I sent you at all?
I don't get any Discord notifications while my computer's open. So let me see. Oh, from earlier?
Yeah.
I don't have time right now.
Okay. When might you have time to talk? Or I can't speak right now. When might you have time to talk?
I work until 4 all this week, so most days, anytime after that. Probably not Tuesday, but Monday after 4, I'd probably be free. Wednesday after 4, Thursday, I don't really do anything.
Wednesday I'm free, so we can probably shoot for like Wednesday.
Cool.
Just keep an eye
Yeah,
out on your Discord messages.
Cool.
Alright. Well,
I don't think Christian's very happy with me.
The sentence is like, has anybody seen Drake?
oh yeah,
it's like
I mean, they'll
Igneous
definitely-
can't even see, so
That's the point of the joke.
There was a lot of stuff going on and focusing.
Yeah, we can. I mean, if you want to, we could try and find some time this week to go over that, or you could just do it next session. It's up to you.
Yeah, well, we can take a look at that.
Yeah, just let me know. But yeah, good stuff. As far as everyone's concerned, the battle's over.
it's like, please have minimal damage to our city. The city. The whole city is basically this corner of the city is just decimated.
Doesn't help too much that that little bit of a this reverse gravity. I mean, anything like loose, like on the ground, is just like
chunks
flying
of
up in the air.
building, things like that. Yeah. And then there is still Varian, who is a loose end. Whether or not you guys will choose to pursue that, we'll see. But Ren, as far as you guys are concerned or know, is dealt with.
Yeah.
I will tell you, the eye within the belly of the bird had a few abilities that I was going to use. I was going to fly up above the palace. And then it has an ability where it can absorb darkness within a radius, and that radius kind of grows. And then it takes all the light it stole and converts it into a laser beam, and it was going to shoot the palace and cook it.
Yeah, I had a feeling something like that was going to happen, which is why Saran
it couldn't break
bolted.
adamantine, but it could heat it up and cook everyone inside of the palace, which was the goal.
Yeah, I had a feeling something like that was going to happen, which is
It
why
also
I had Saran
can
bolt
store
like that.
things within it. And it was going to store the clone body of Ren, so that when he died, he would appear back in his clone body and then come out of the bird. But I didn't expect for the bird to be fully disintegrated.
Yeah.
So wait, that was Ren's clone body, or was it holding his clone body?
He had a clone body within the bird's eye pocket dimension thingy.
But he didn't get to use it.
But the eye is gone.
Like, the
So
bird
I'm
is
not
completely
sure.
destroyed.
He may be lost in some sort of dimensional space.
But that's his clone, so it's not even him.
His soul would have transferred to it.
Yeah.
Oh, his soul. So
That's
he's
how
still alive.
The clones.
Maybe.
Well,
He might
yeah,
be trapped in dimensional space forever.
Yeah.
Well,
True.
that serves him right, I guess.
But yeah, I will
Boston-
see you guys next
Boston,
week.
real quick.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
real quick. So